Okay, cool.
Now we say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm here now.
Hi, anyone and everyone listening either now or in the future. Welcome back to the second session of New Dawn University. This is a Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition campaign, Dungeon Master being moi, Thomas LeBeau, they, them. I don't think we need to continue to go around the table. We did that for the first session. Where we last left off, our aspiring heroes had just completed the first 2 of 3 physical entrance exams into New Dawn University. And this pitted them sometimes against each other, always with at least one another. And now, for the final exam, they have been paired in a 4 versus 3 situation that they are just about to learn the specifics of.
Yes, 3.
As I turn my phone to airplane mode, so it doesn't buzz. And yeah, that's where we're going to pick up. So far, they've played a little bit of capture the flag, a little bit of dodgeball, where the point was more to show off than to win. And we'll see what happens now as the 4-player characters, who, very quick introductions, someone start us off, just who you are and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Ilona Kinzetta. I'm playing Robyn Lewis.
Dax, Isaac Tonu.
Cord, Rin Hingura.
Sarah, I play Allie.
Cool. So these are our heroes, and they have just entered an elevator that has been sort of the central point to get them between these mock locations for their events. And now the 4 of you find yourselves in an elevator, unsure of where you're going or what lies ahead, but you have a moment to gather yourselves and communicate in any way, shape, or form you may wish.
So, what do we know? We know simply that it is mimicking a previous...
It's mimicking a hostage situation.
One
Yep.
of the
Know
first
that
ones
case.
that involves a supervillain.
And
Yep.
we don't know if we're the villains or the heroes yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody know which event... Okay, right, have to do that in character. Anybody know which event that this might be, or any have any theories? Because we need information going in.
A generic bank hostage situation.
Okay, number 1 priority. We get the hostages out.
What if we're supposed to be the villain side?
Then we put the hostages in.
Put them in a vault so they can't escape.
And then we win.
I'm confused what the win conditions are.
It depends who we are.
The elevator
What's it
continues
like to be a villain?
I mean, I would just punch things, but in the other direction.
Dong, dong. And the elevator stops its momentum with a steady and those wobbly aluminum doors open up. Aluminum-like. They're not aluminum. They would shatter much easier if they were, and they couldn't be weight-bearing like they are.
Wabluminum.
Wabluminum. They're wabluminum.
They're made of flubber.
Hi to whoever's already here. And you guys make your way out and into basically a holding area that is a lot more relaxed. This is the walls and floor upon inspection are still the same wabluminum, which we'll now call it forever. And that's canon. But there's like a sofa in the middle of the room. There's a coffee table. There's a rug. There's a fridge set up. And Rin, as you rush to the fridge, there's nothing in it, unfortunately.
This is bullshit.
And a side door, kind of perpendicular to your entrance, and another door at the far side of the room. And from the side door, a man steps out, very copper-colored skin with some kind of golden undertones. His head smooth and shaved, and with his facial hair in a Fu Manchu, just this dark kind of oaky brown-black.
May I roll for well-informed?
Yes, you may.
Immediate investigation on a new subject.
Yep.
That is a 24.
You recognize Mega. Let's make sure I have his name correct. I had my faculty list, and I left it somewhere else.
We got megaphone.
It is Megaphone.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Megaphone
So
again?
cool.
we met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I didn't know if you'd met him or not. I know you'd heard his voice.
He was testing us.
Yeah, he talks to us a lot.
Hello, students, or prospective students. How have the exams been treating you?
They're fun.
I'm having a blast.
Just fine.
All right. And that's something from everyone who wants to share. If you don't know me, no, I've met all of you before. I've met you. Well, welcome back. Glad
Are
to
we the heroes or the villains?
I'm about to brief that, miss, if you would politely wait and not speak out of turn. I believe at least one of you had a problem with that during your opening interviews. Yep.
That was me.
I wasn't gonna call you out by name, Isaac, but if that's what you want to do. Isaac, that is the name I'm calling out. Haha. So, the scenario is this. How familiar are any of you with Calvin So?
How familiar are any of us with Calvin?
Feel free to make rolls.
I was gonna say
And these are investigation
investigation.
Which
or
uses
anything else you can justify on your
intellect?
skill list.
Athletics.
Nope.
23 on my part.
15.
That's a 2. I have no idea.
Can I insight it?
Sure.
17.
Nice.
Yeah, Robyn and Rin, you immediately know the name So. It is sort of famous, or rather infamous. Calvin So was one of the first recorded supers, period, and he is the first recorded to ever cause loss of life with a superpower.
Ooh.
Calvin So was a scared child who attempted a bank robbery at threat of his power. And when the anxiety of the situation pushed him over the edge, he lost control, creating a magnitude 7 earthquake and ending the lives of nearly 60 people in the bank as well as countless others outside.
Holy.
Calvin's body was never recovered. His name was infamous, and So, TSO, is attached to many of the super regulation laws. Today, we are examining that situation. Now, your opponents aren't exactly going to be causing any earthquakes, but they will prove hostile, and they will prove difficult to cooperate with. They, too, are children, as are each and every one of you. Now, why would we test you using such a historic event? What's so special about that? Can someone gander a guess?
It is a way to undo the past.
Now, how would we undo the past, Miss Lewis?
Ooh. By earning the trust of the people again.
Maybe. Maybe if we prove that a super's touch could have cleared up that mess or prevented it in the first place. Maybe we'll have a little looser regulations on heroes. Not that they're too tight, but there are people who want to make it a little constrictive, and the school is trying to remedy that. And this is information that I trust all of you can say whatever you want with, because you're a bunch of children, and the truth is, once you leave this room, not a single person out there is going to listen to you.
That's quite presumptive of you,
It's not presumptive, it's the truth.
given present company.
I'm aware.
For now, they won't listen to us.
Correct. For now, they won't. This name, New Dawn University, it only means something to all y'all. At least for the time being. And whoever we choose as our inaugural class, well, it's up to them to make that name worth something to everybody. Do all y'all feel like you could accomplish that if you make it?
Of
Easily.
course.
Always.
Alright. Nonverbal. And you see him just real quick make a little note of that. Well, then the scenario is this. You are the heroes. The four of you are tasked with gathering as much intel as you can and saving as many lives as you can. The other team of like-minded applicants, so all trying their best, are going to be playing the part of the villains in this. They are going to be holding hostages who we have represented with markers that will break under duress, but not actual people. You'll know the markers. They look like this, and he takes out this kind of this sized egg-looking beacon. It's got gold and black lines all throughout it. They're just sensors all over so that if they should take too much stress, mind you, it's not fragile, you know, he tosses it up and down. This is fine, but, you know, if it might hurt a person and he throws it at the wall and you watch as the gold and black streaks flash red and blare, well, that's a dead person. You want to avoid that and get as many of those out as you can. Now, the goal, one more time I will say it, is prevent as much loss of life as possible. You can interpret that however you wish. I had 2 questions.
This is actually Sarah asking the question.
Yep.
Did the beacon make any noise before he threw it?
Didn't make any noise ever.
As Robyn, what is to stop the other team from just throwing all of the people off the side of the building?
Well, then they lose their leverage. Their goal is to get out safely, too. Calvin didn't want to die. He wanted money for his family, so they could live outside the law and not be judged for their powers. Kid was misguided. A little direction would have helped that boy. That is what I'm allowed to tell you about what the other team is going to be doing. They have been spending the time that I've been talking to you, setting up, placing their hostages throughout the bank that we've mocked up for you. It is an exact replica of that incident, so if you have any hero knowledge, then you're welcome to flaunt it there. But that doesn't mean that the hostages are in the exact same places, and it doesn't mean that Calvin is theoretically where he might be. There's at least 3. I can say that with confidence. And Calvin was working alone. Now, Calvin's power may have been a lot more destructive, but we have picked our villains very specifically for these scenarios. And they are being judged on a very similar set of criteria. We may not even have told them the same things we're telling you. They may think that they're the heroes. My point being that they will fight tooth and nail just as you will. Not to mention this is all, your final test. Yes.
Is it made out of the same materials?
It's made out of...
Building.
That's a unique question, ma'am. Yes.
Understood.
I suppose you could have seen that when you walked through that door there, but, yes. Whereas most of what you've been walking through is courtesy of our architect. What's in there is a recreation as best as we could get it. We want the situation to be as identical as possible. Now, the final thing before this test, and he takes out 4 waivers. These are non-disclosure agreements. You are agreeing not to talk too much about the things specifically mentioned in the contract, and also waiving the rights to your image. We will be filming this final exam.
Yes.
Mr. Tony. Now, you do not have to sign. It's entirely about what you would like to do here. I'm not going to say one way or the other what the correct choice is, or that there even is one. New Dawn is trying to recreate the image of heroes. Without the Paragons around, we're hurting. Yeah.
How long do you have rights over my image?
We will have rights to the image present in the video. Not your entire image.
Easy.
What happens if we don't sign?
Then you don't sign and I don't use the footage. We don't use the footage. I'm not an editor. No. I got a team behind me for that.
What happens if only some of us sign the waiver? Does that mean that the others are going to get more footage?
We will be highlighting certain things. I cannot say what the nature of the footage we are gathering is, only that we hope to paint heroes in a new light.
Give the contract an actual read, because you kind of have
There's
to do
nothing
that.
sketchy. There's nothing sketchy. It's more or less what he's explained.
Cool.
And you're welcome to ask questions out of character in layman's terms if you have any.
Sign.
There's a
Sign.
Sue marker specifically, or is one of the other people Sue? 'Cause you
Calvin
said that- sorry.
That's okay.
You said that he was in there somewhere, and I think I missed the part of where he was in there.
The 3 plus people
the 3
opposing
people.
you. The 3 people opposing you are representative of Calvin.
Yes, they are.
Okay,
They're
they
standards.
specifically.
Yes.
Alright, I didn't know if there was like, this marker is this, and here is your time limit. So I figured I should check that.
That's
Nope.
fair. Those are fair
Good
questions.
thing to check. Now, there isn't a time limit, but if the opponents get too stressed, if you manage to trigger certain things that they've been equipped with, then you will not lose. But let's say that, again, we are trying to recreate things as accurately as possible, and what set Calvin off was the pressure put on him by those who did not understand that he was a child. The child was a destructive power he didn't ask for. Final question, Mr. Moore.
Doesn't that go against the spirit of this being a final exam, though? Because they've been told to try their hardest, and we've been told to try ours, so it's not exactly like we can talk them down.
Not without trying.
You don't know what their motives are.
We don't know what they want yet.
All I know is that innocent lives are in danger.
Correct. So is my laptop, Bear. Dax's laptop.
And my
And
character sheet.
the audio interface.
So there's a lot of equipment over there by that water.
It's fine. It's fine.
If you all feel comfortable, then I wish you the best of luck. Thank you to those that signed and to those that didn't.
Or
That is absolutely your right. And I'm
she
not gonna
would sign and
disrespect
hand
you.
it over.
So everyone signed.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish you all the best. I will be leaving. Feel free to take a moment to strategize in this room if you wish. They will know that you are coming by the sound of the ring when you open that there door.
Oh.
So we strategize before going in.
Yes.
Okay.
Lovely. I'll see you all.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Nice
Mhm.
meeting you.
Likewise.
What was your power?
You don't know his power?
It's megaphone.
I'm just asking.
My power, I would call it a subtle suggestion.
Or I can't put my pencil. You can use this one. Time
No,
being.
it's okay. I'll find it.
And so Megaphone leaves through the door he came, which you hear prompt as it locks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
First step will be gathering in information, figuring out what they want, figuring out if we can get it to them and still save all the innocent people.
Oh, I was just gonna jump in and start punching.
I know, that's why we're talking first.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hey, get off my scratch.
so it's just diffusing the situation. Do we even have to prevent them from getting out?
Their goal is to get to safety with whatever their additional objective is.
And we're trying to prevent what the additional objective is if it's people.
We're
How on
trying
earth
to
is this
save
graded?
people.
So if we just get the hostages out, doesn't that mean everybody wins?
So long as the building hasn't been destroyed in the process.
So,
How well can you run reconnaissance?
Allie's the best. She can fly, she can talk, she can hear.
I
we can do that
We can do
too.
that too.
No, she does it particularly well.
I
We can do that
can
too.
hear heartbeats through walls.
Ah,
Okay.
so you'll be able to at least tell where all of our targets are. Potential targets.
But not where hostages are, unless you can hear something from the machines.
Nope, I tried.
So one possible thing is we could do distraction. Have at least one person serve to try to be the negotiator and try to sneak some other people in through a window or an event or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And try to sweep through and grab as many of the hostages as possible.
Mm-hmm. And they specifically mentioned not putting too much pressure on the individuals inside. I'm not positive how to do that.
Yeah.
No, not putting pressure.
It's probably related to whatever the other side wants.
Ooh, they probably got harnesses or something that go off at certain points.
Or possibly monitors their heartbeats if it's supposed to be the stress a child was under. It might watch their stress.
Well, that explains why I'm on this team.
If it hears heartbeats, then you could hear it then. You could tell when somebody's at least getting closer to the danger zone.
If that's how
Certainly.
it works.
If that's how it works. For now, reconnaissance, keeping them from escaping,
Yes.
and negotiating / information gathering from the ground.
Both of us? Or one of us?
What would the other one be doing?
Because one person has to be the attempting to...
Yeah, who's extraditing hostages?
You mean getting them out?
Yeah.
You're faster.
Could someone pass me an index card, please?
Careful.
Okay.
And I suppose I am negotiating.
Good luck.
So, as soon as, like, the bell rings, then if you can, like, point out where they all are, or at least give a general idea of where they are in the building, and then I will go up first and try to swoop in from above so they can't see if they're looking out windows.
Can you hear them now?
Timely for me to hand her that card.
I can't read the last word.
There are 40 heartbeats.
It's like a death metal song.
I forgot a letter, so I just had to write it in.
I just static. There's a lot of static.
We haven't opened the door yet.
Peculiar.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well,
So
shall we?
I find exit, keep them from getting to it. You talk to them, you get in, and you run reconnaissance.
Yes.
Cool.
Don't hit anyone until we've talked to them.
Well, if they try and get away, I'm going to hit them.
That's fair.
Ganbate! And
Ganbate.
Rin moves towards the door.
Yes.
That one thing you said you could do that you hadn't had a chance to do yet, is that long range or short range? If push
Long.
comes to shove. Okay. So is there anything that I can do to help you give you the chance to shine if you haven't had it yet?
My power is based entirely on touch. It's on me. You're far too kind.
Mine's
Alright,
technically
well,
based
on
on
the team.
touch, too.
This was whispered. This was secret combo.
Rin's is based on touch too.
Busted.
Waiting on the party to just say you're
Yeah,
already.
we go. She's
I'm
already at the door.
I'm at the door.
Yeah.
Okay, Rin, you
Click.
head towards the door.
Oh, wait, can we do powers now?
What do you mean?
Steam. That!
Yes, you should turn your power on before.
And she's through the door.
Yep.
We're
So
gone.
the door opens and you hear the dong dong that you've heard consistently. So before you is the recreation of a city in its entirety.
Ooh.
This is not just a bank. The bank is obvious. It is indicated by a unique paint scheme that basically says, "Hey, this is the bank." Yeah. And that's probably
It's the only one in color.
that's probably the only thing inaccurate about the recreation of this tiny town. It maybe 5,000 square meters for this town. Like it wasn't a farming village, but it wasn't a metropolis. The bank is firmly in the center, but even from this distance, it stands out through the sort of network of high rises and other buildings you can see. You're not sure why they've gone to such a degree, but they thought it important.
So what would you say the tallest building here is?
It's easy to point out a skyscraper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Can you put me on that?
If you weighed less.
Touche.
Do you need to go on that?
I'll get on it. Don't worry. You guys do your stuff. And then Rin's going to start sprinting in that direction. And when I get to the skyscraper, I'm basically just going to leap up the side of it, using windows to hold my feet.
Yeah, for sure.
It will leap buildings in a single bound.
Yeah, a couple
No,
bounds.
you get yourself up and give your legs a second to rest.
I essentially kick off of a building to make a beeline towards the front door of the bank,
Okay, vector flight towards the front door of the bank.
but not wanting to like crash through the doors, turning it off before I get there.
Okay. And for the two of you,
Do you hear them now?
you still hear the continued sound of static.
Still static, probably a little closer. There's a lot of walls right now.
Should I just go then?
I'll go, and she just sort of takes off to do just like a generic fly over to even just be like, how big is this bank?
Okay. The bank, from what you can tell, is 2 stories.
Okay.
It is approximately, just kind of eyeballing it. Which one of these sets of notes did I write it on? There we go. Maybe somewhere between like 80 and 100 feet one way, and maybe 90 to 120 the other.
Okay.
You're not good at exact measurements, so I'm giving you ballparks.
That's fine.
It's hard to be like, oh, that's exactly 90 feet.
That's 92.7 inches.
Only when I'm listening do I have distance sense. My eyes aren't as good.
Correct.
Do I hear any? Does the static change as I get closer? Louder?
The static continues, and everything you hear is kind of muffled through it. But you do eventually, as you fly close to the building, hear. Is there listen? Is that a skill in this?
There's perception?
Perception.
Make a perception check. Yeah, and if you don't have ranks in it, then that's something we should change because it's one of your powers.
Uh-huh.
And if
You mean my sense is 10 or my perception plus 4?
Perception 4.
perception 4, yes.
One, make certain.
Senses 10 gives you types of senses.
Ooh, that's a solid 10.
You can hear heartbeats, but they're kind of intermittent and interrupting each other's rhythms, so you can't get an accurate count.
Can I tell if they're all maybe on like this side of the building versus that side of the
Spread
building?
throughout.
Cool.
Pretty consistently spread throughout.
So I guess I return and share the information.
Isaac, what were you up to?
I was gonna follow her on her flyover because
Okay.
then she could say anything if she sensed anything.
Okay.
So then, okay.
Information is shared.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you're gonna do then? If you can't hear things, are you gonna help out Rin? Are you going to go to Robyn or?
I'm used to helping out Rin, though I'm not quite certain how I'll assist, but I'm more used to helping her.
Okay. Just make a choice. It's a hero's job. You gotta make a choice. And I fall. Because I fall everywhere.
Watch out for
Yep,
the
yep.
spotlight!
Basically I'm gonna pick whatever side is one side away from the side we were on.
Okay.
Arbitrarily. And pick, and again, arbitrarily, a window along the edge, probably, you said 2 floors?
Yeah.
Second floor window close to the edge, and kind of like peer in.
On the second floor, there's one side of the building with quite a few windows. The others are all kind of empty. We'll arbitrarily say, so the second story, we will decide front of the bank is north.
Okay.
So, if one of you wants to keep a visual representation, you're welcome to. I'm going to keep mine over here. So, front of the building is north. On the north side, second story, there's a series of buildings. Looking in, you can see what appears to be a computer lab sort of situation where they have rows of effectively desk jobs set up. And you notice at each and every one of these seats is one of those beacons.
Okay.
And then if you make your way to the west side, there's also a large sort of transparent wall, not quite a window, but it's like one of those things where you can look over things. You can look out and see a good ways out. I mean, it is a window, it's just tinted, so it's kind of hard to see in, and it looks like some sort of lounge. And you have a good few beacons in there as well. It's decorated with a very nice rug. There's a portrait of presumably some important figure painted inside. Benches, fridges, coffee tables, a little thing for billiards. Like, this is some sort of VIP lounge.
And this is all second floor?
Yes. The other 2 sides of the building do not have windows.
Okay.
On the second floor.
Okay. If the turn is still mine?
It is up to you guys what you would like to do, basically, until shit hits the fan.
I'm keeping watch.
I am on the first floor. I would like. What can I see by looking in the?
There aren't front-facing windows into this bank.
None.
No, not on the first floor. There's a set of glass doors,
Mm-hmm.
and
So I can see through the glass doors.
would you like to approach the glass doors?
I would.
Okay. As you make your way towards the glass doors, you hear this sort of this pulse, and the ground beneath you shakes just a little. Looking in, you see a young girl dressed in this green shirt, black tie, some simple tan sweatpants, and from the top of her brown head of hair, 2 little horns sticking out, deer antlers of some sort, and green eyes looking out nervously, wearing what appears to be a very constrictive harness.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wave.
she just lifts a foot and sets it down again, and a thum. She does not speak sign.
No one speaks sign.
I try to enter one of the, or rather, nearby. Are there any like police cars or anything set up?
Now that you've asked about it, it takes a moment, but you see what is effectively like this blue painted building. If the bank is red, this is blue. It was kind of nestled in.
Mm-hmm.
From your perspective, it was kind of blocked from one of the views, but now that you're close, you see a blue building that, given that everything else is very monochromatic, it may be of some importance.
Okay, so I head over to the blue building.
And inside you find a single telephone.
Cool, I pick
It's
up the
just
phone.
sitting on a desk. Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Terrible. How are you?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sure you are.
What can I do to make your day better?
Does anyone else have anything they want to be doing right now?
I'm just kidding. My one question is, how tall is the skyscraper?
It's probably 30 to 40 stories.
30, 40. Oh, I'm gonna start getting down from the skyscraper. Second tallest building. Second tallest building.
Yeah, maybe like
Ren looked down. Finally, she's like, "Oh, mama."
maybe like 10 to 15.
Okay.
I'd like to take, I don't know, take 10 or however you want to phrase it to spend.
So there is an actual.
Cool.
It is called a routine check,
Gotcha.
and it's basically taking 10.
Because I want to try and take more time to see if I can pick out the individual heartbeats.
Yeah,
So I guess routine check would give me a 14.
sure.
All damage caps out at 28. Toughness check. Or 20.
Of course you know.
31.
Of course you know.
31.
He has to. He might be anywhere. He might be in space.
Yeah. Okay. So, you still through that muffled static hear it, but the amount of heartbeats
You can't do that damage to the eggs.
it is just
You can't just like zoom through and grab
too many.
In case he jumped.
It's certainly more than 3.
Okay, there's more than 3 people in there.
It's certainly more than 4.
Oh dear. Not the lady at the front. Just. Alright, that's a lot of heartbeats.
I tried to open the window.
You find it is locked.
I tried to go to a different window.
They are all promptly locked. Yep. As you're moving around upstairs, you happen to see a girl holding a cell phone patrolling. She's got her hair in a tight auburn red bun and a little crescent hairpin sticking out of it. She's the one from earlier who was in the neon green sort of tracksuit. Or rather, the black and neon green tracksuit. And she's on the phone with someone. She's patrolling around, and her eyes catch you for a second. And she goes back to the phone. And this is a convenient time to switch back to this conversation. So, your people are outside. Get them to back off.
All right.
Get them to back off.
Give me a moment. I need to go.
Put
talk
the
to
phone
them.
down.
Yes, that's my.
Get them to back off.
I put the receiver next to the phone and call out the building. Isaac, move away from the building for now.
Fall back and stand on one of the other buildings,
Yeah.
looking up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not, the bank's only 2 stories, so it's easy enough to look up.
And go back to the phone. All right. What is it that your team wants?
What do you mean, my team?
You are in a bank.
I am in a bank. I'm proud of you for noticing.
What do you want? How can we resolve this peacefully?
Peacefully.
Yes.
That is a choice word.
I choose my words, don't you?
Yes, smartass.
Somebody
What is it you
classmates
want?
are jerks.
We want the safe return of all of the innocents inside the building.
Oh, really? That's it's not quite what we'd heard. But thank you
What were you
for
heard?
being a bold-faced liar.
What did they tell you?
What did who tell me?
What is your plan? What do you want?
We are looking for escape. Escape and safety and a promise that there will be no repercussions as a result.
No repercussions for breaking the law.
Ooh, for breaking the law. What laws have we broken?
You are keeping innocent people in an environment against their will.
Oh, are we?
Yes. If that is not the case, and that is your desire to, if it is not your desire to keep people against their will, then perhaps we can arrange a trade.
A trade?
Yes.
Go on.
A life for a life.
A life for a life.
Yes.
Yeah, let's put the superpowered freaks in here with us.
I was referring to one of the individuals that are in your possession is not quite the right word, but
Care.
in your care in exchange for one of your team exiting safely.
What?
Choose one of you to escape safely and give us one of the hostages.
I don't like that word.
What would you prefer?
All of us to escape safely.
Oh, I know, but this is the very beginning of our conversation. We need trust. We need understanding.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know that...
I don't think you're at a place to leverage things.
Question.
Yep.
How much of that could I hear through the static?
It was like the entire conversation was like this.
Okay. But I still could hear it.
Yes.
Okay.
I exit the police building. And I'll fly up to where Isaac is. We need leverage. We need a reason for them to hand over people, and currently we don't have one.
So do we take a risk?
We need to not take a risk with the first floor. First floor has a young woman with horns who seems to be controlling the earthquake at present, so we need to make sure not to alert her.
Is I don't remember her name. Crescent.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, her.
Is Crescent still like looking at where I am through that window on a patrol?
It is a little difficult to see in at this distance. She's still checking and looking outside the windows. And her gaze is kind of wandering. It doesn't look like it ever lingers on anyone or anything.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
There are places in the building without windows. If you can get and keep me there, I can lift them out and we could make a hole.
I'm gonna go...
And for the sake of convenience, all four of you can just freely talk.
Okay.
Cool. I was gonna say, I wanna go join you guys.
Yeah, all four of you can freely talk.
We have phones
I
too.
don't really care how. Just hand waving that, it makes it so much easier.
I think this may be redundant, but I think what they may want is safety. If we're supposed to be remembering that
TSO.
that So was a child, you go in, you realize you're in over your head, all you want to do is get away to somewhere safe. They may not have thought that they were not necessarily not breaking a law. I'm sorry, there's words.
So we need to provide a safety for them.
Or a guarantee that they and theirs won't be hurt, won't suffer from it.
I can take him out of the city.
I can too.
I can take him out of the city safely.
But the guarantee would be that other places with law wouldn't follow them, wouldn't harm them for underestimating or overestimating or not fully understanding what they can or cannot do. Yes, because nobody does.
A witness protection sort of thing.
Maybe.
But for the criminal.
Yes.
If you'd like to propose that, there's a phone down there.
She gestures to the blue building.
The worst that happens is we're talking about hostages again. So I'll go fly on down.
You enter the building. It's simple. There's a single
Bless.
coffee table basically set up with a phone on it.
Uh-huh. And I guess I pick it up and I listen.
It rings. Hello?
Someone different this time. Hi.
Okay, yeah, can you explain to me why no one was picking up the phone?
No one was inside. I'm sorry.
Why was no one inside? Aren't you guys trying to communicate with us?
The person who was talking to you moved outside, so we all had to gather around her. I'm sorry for the rudeness.
Yeah? What do you want?
To ask, I guess, what it is you seek. I don't know how you got into the situation that you're in, or even what the situation is, but I'd like to understand before anything else happens.
How do you not know what the situation is?
I mean, I see that there are people in there, and that's what I see. I see that there are people probably all kind of frightened. I know I am, I'll be honest. I see adults and I see children, and mostly I see people, and I'd like to keep seeing people and understand what the different people want or don't want. You said you were trying to... Sorry, my name's Allie. What's your name? Or not, that's okay too. Is there something you'd like me to call you by instead?
I don't know, let's have some fun. Call me Lunar Eclipse.
Sure. Can I call you Ellie for short?
No.
Okay.
Allie Nelly.
Then that's what we'll go by, Lunar Eclipse.
Do you have a question? What's going on?
Can I come in?
Does this thing have a speakerphone? There's like a couple of moments of pushing buttons. No, not that.
Yeah.
Beep. Not
Yeah.
that one. Not that
Yeah.
one. Click.
Yeah, there's
There we go.
Isaac wants to come in and Robyn has her hand raised.
While that's going on, I would like to fly, because there's two sides without windows.
Mhm.
I would like to take essentially a diagonal from over here onto one of the sides without windows. We'll say the eastern side, in a way such that the windows from the west and northern side would not see me.
Yeah.
And start from like the top of the building, lifting out bricks
Yeah, it's all brick
to
and
make a
mortar.
hole.
Dang.
Okay.
It's kind of impressive.
Yeah. You're doing that.
Yep.
Rin, anything from you? It's been a sec.
I've been specifically told to keep them all from getting away. And so I am just staying vigilant and making sure that no one goes anywhere.
Okay.
Plus, this whole ordeal is angering me, so I should not be on the phone.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. So, Isaac, you join the conversation.
Can I come in?
Sure. This
No,
is...
just that's. Can I come in? Into the phone. Can I come in?
No,
Why not?
we don't know what you're capable of. We don't know what you're
Wanna
going to
see?
do. We don't know what your motives are.
Omnidirectional gravitational axis manipulation. I can get you out of the city. Real fast.
Yeah, not about that, kid.
Why not? You wanted to get out.
We don't know. That's the question, I guess.
They said they wanted to get out safely.
That was something I proposed. I don't know if they said it. Is
No,
that what you want?
Yeah, we do
Okay.
want to get out safely.
And I can get you out fast.
What is your definition of safe in this case?
Away from him.
Him?
Calvin.
Oh.
Is he in there with you?
Go find Robyn.
Not with me. He is in the building.
I can get at least 2, possibly 3 people out at a time.
Is there a way we can talk to Calvin?
Yeah.
Is there a way we can talk to him without endangering you?
Yeah. And you hear footsteps. And eventually... Hello?
Hello. My name's Allie. Are you Calvin?
Yeah.
We don't quite know all of what's going on, I'll be honest. But I know that there are people inside, and I know that, I mean, I'm young, but I'm also a people, and ultimately I'd like you all to be safe, and that includes you. And what is your definition of safe right now?
Home.
Okay.
Are you okay?
How do we keep you and your home safe, Calvin?
You leave.
What about the other people inside? Can they leave too?
You first.
How are you gonna get home though?
On my own, with no one following me.
I'm not asking for your address when I ask this, but would you have to go a very long way? Or would you...
I'm not gonna tell you.
Understood. That makes sense. I'm not trying to find out where you live. I want to make certain you get home safely, and if it was a far way, I'd want to try and find some way to make that happen. That's all. I wasn't trying to find out.
No traces.
Would it help if you had one of us that you could tie up and blindfold, and then that way we can just hear you for when everyone else is exiting, and then you can leave the building last?
Nope, just leave. Everyone just leave.
Do you, by everyone? I just want to make certain I understand. I'm very, very slow. I'm sorry. By everyone, do you mean the four of us? Or do you mean everyone in the building?
So there's
first?
4 of you.
There are. I'll be honest. There are 4 of us.
Then everyone who's outside should leave.
How far away is leaving?
Can't see me, can't hear me. No one's watching me, not through cameras, not through video, not through superpowers. No helicopters, no.
Okay.
He sounds like he hesitates for a second. No choppers, nothing on the ground or in the skies or below.
Okay. I did not hear Thomas. He sounds like he what?
He hesitated for a second.
Thank you.
Before saying
Thank
chopper.
you. Wanted to be certain.
Do you know how to turn off the cameras in the building already?
I didn't think about the cameras in the building.
Can we help with those cameras? Can one of us come inside and help turn those off?
No.
Okay.
Can we talk you through to do it from here?
I'm already on the cameras. It doesn't matter.
So it's okay if those are on?
I can't stop them, can I? They've already got me. That's how they work. They record the footage and they upload it right away.
So we need to turn them off so that people can't see you.
Well, I mean, I'm already on. People already know I did it.
Did what?
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
People already know I'm here. They already know I'm the one responsible for this.
And people may not understand all the things yet, and we all do things. And I'm not going to ask you how old you are, but I'll tell you, honestly, that I'm only about 14.
Why is there a 14-year-old negotiating in this situation?
Because...
That's older than me. That's stupid.
I'm sorry.
We're scared too.
I'm scared of a lot of things, honestly.
We want to make sure that everyone gets out safe.
And if everyone leaves, everyone will get out safe.
You do know there's a lot of other people, though, in this city, right?
Yeah.
It would take us a long time to get all of those people out.
So?
So I'm worried about you and all the other people inside while the waiting happens.
Why are you worried?
Because I happen to like people. That includes you. And...
What would we do that would endanger the people inside, huh?
I don't know how much food you have in there.
Enough.
For how many days?
Enough.
The problem is we can't talk to everybody at the same time. And as you said, there's a lot of people that saw, and a lot of people that know what, as you said, what you did. So if we act quickly, we can sneak you out. If we wait, a lot of other people might try something that's stupid or risky, and we can't stop them right now.
I know. I've also hurt people when I didn't mean to.
And everyone can hear ding, ding.
You okay?
What? Yeah, why? He doesn't appear to have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And Ren, from your perspective on the other side of the city, you can see a group of 4 walking out of a door you hadn't noticed before, starting to look at the situation.
Legs tense. About how far is it?
It's I said it was a 5,000 meter city, so it's about a mile. I'll just hand wave my numbers and say it's about a mile now.
Cool.
Okay. So Rin's legs only tense about halfway, as I'm going to extra effort
Americans
once
shouldn't use the metric system.
to launch myself between a couple buildings, and essentially as I skid along the ground, I'm just going to roll proper athletics, start running that way.
Dang.
Hit the ground hard.
Yeah, she basically bounces, catches herself on a wall, and starts moving.
Run faster, check.
That's a 15.
Oh, yeah, I think that's fine, because this is a maneuver you have practiced. And as you begin running your way over there, you hear him. I just don't know what to do with the thing. You
What
know,
thing?
the bomb.
Can I take it?
I don't think any of us can touch it.
Where is it?
Here,
What is it attached to?
me.
Oh, Calvin, I'm sorry.
Okay, we need to get that off you.
Anyone who's privy to the conversation, I think it's the 2 of you, Robyn?
She's gone off
on
assembly.
Okay.
making a whole
Either one of you
eastern
is
wall.
welcome to make the equivalent of some sort of history check in this system.
I mean,
I think
Whatever
that
you
would-
can justify for that.
I'm trying to think of what I've got points in.
Insight's the closest I would have, otherwise just raw int.
Let's go and say,
Yeah, insight same.
9.
Also 9.
okay, just
Consistent.
you don't remember the Calvin So incident well enough
Mm-hmm.
to know if there are discrepancies.
That's fair.
You're like, oh, I didn't know there was a bomb in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's bizarre.
That's weird. Mm-hmm.
Do you know who put the bomb on you?
I woke up with it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did they leave any note telling anything about it?
Oh, I'm not allowed to say.
Okay.
Not allowed to say. So, are we even able to take you away from there?
I don't know.
Do you still have the note?
Yes.
Can you tell me what's not in it?
That would take a long time.
Uh-huh.
It's a list of orders I have to follow.
And one of the orders isn't letting any of us in.
Yeah.
Is there any orders against taking a nap?
No.
Do you know any lullaby songs?
And you can go ahead and hum a lullaby through the phone. Make a diplomacy check or the equivalent of diplomacy in this system.
Oh.
You got a hero point.
Diplomancer.
Can I spend my hero point to reroll that?
Yes.
Because that's a 6
Yeah,
and it
give me a
can't
hero
get
point.
much. It can't get much worse.
It
Fuck.
can. It can.
It does.
Shit.
It's roughly a 50% chance.
Yeah, I didn't roll well on that. I don't even know what the diplomacy would be. I rolled a 2. I didn't work.
Okay.
Probably
My singing voice isn't
Persuasion?
What?
Yeah,
Just
persuasion.
persuasion.
What's your bonus in persuasion?
good. A -1.
Okay. So if this is an aid another, you take the person with the highest bonus.
Cool.
So,
So
if we
Isaac,
just switch
go ahead
that,
and roll.
if we
Yeah.
switch that to this, then it's just a failed aid another, and we've got a chance, even though I have nothing.
I'll allow it.
Nothing.
We're
in
still getting comfortable with the system.
whatever the skill was. What's the
Persuasion.
stat? Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Presence, I think.
0. I got a 10.
That's
Okay.
better than I did.
Yeah. He's like, I can't really sleep right now. There's a bomb attached
That's
to me.
fair.
You don't have to sleep. You just have to close your eyes and pretend to be sleeping.
Okay.
Because then you're not breaking any rules.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come get you. And we're gonna take
Be
the bomb
careful.
off
Don't
you. Oh no, we're not going anywhere.
don't do anything you wouldn't normally do.
Is that part of the note? You're not allowed to tell me. I'm sorry.
It's the only part I'm allowed to say.
You're a good kid. 100% we're gonna save you. And everybody else in there.
Rin. Actually, Robyn, I want to check in with you real briefly.
Mm-hmm. Have I opened a hole in the wall yet?
Yeah.
What do I see?
Inside you see, you said which?
Eastern.
Eastern?
Second floor.
Eastern on the second floor. You're at the back of the VIP lounge.
Nobody in here?
No one in here anymore. None of the hostages are either.
None of the hostages?
Nope.
I start looking for hostages, but I'll make a stealth check to do so.
Okay, so the VIP lounge, immediately you have, you're coming in through here. You have a door to your left, and at the far end, a door to your right that theoretically leads into that little laboratory, as it were. The computer lab, as I called it.
Do either of the doors have windows?
No.
Like, you know, the, window to the door.
No.
So computer lab is my first bet.
Okay, and you're making a stealth check?
Stealth check. 8.
Okay. You are, you make your way towards the lab, and we will resolve that in a sec. Rin. You approach the group.
Once I'm approximately 500 feet away, legs tense and coil,
Yep, and you
as I
just
basically skid to a stop and launch
Leap
myself
towards them.
straight at them, kicking the first one I reach.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the hit. I'm gonna roll on my side to see who it is. Okay.
That's an F.
Take a hero point!
Can I please have that hero point?
That's better! It's not great, but it's better!
What's the total?
It's an 11.
Okay.
But if it is a charge attack,
Yeah.
it's a 13.
Okay. 13. That's gonna be versus the equivalent of flat-footed in this.
Would be no active defenses.
It's no active defenses, right? So they're just baseline 10s.
10.
Yeah.
Which would succeed.
Yeah, you kick Jareth in the face.
Sup, Jareth?
And
Welcome back.
he just
How much damage does he take?
what's the damage rank on the ability?
Damage range is 21.
He's gonna go ahead and take 1 wound.
Damn him!
as
Fucking
he-
Jareth.
He rolled really well.
So she basically lands that kick and just, we're in the middle of something!
So Jareth wipes the blood off his face, and with him you have the 2 Friedman brothers
Oof, shit.
and
One of them has to charge up first.
Ares.
You're not the motherfuckers who are supposed to be here!
And you hear as he cracks it back into place.
And then the steam immediately like,
Yeah.
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We're here to get the people out of the bank!
So are we.
What? Since when?
Since that noise went off.
Oh! You're basically our backup, or the second team, or team B, or backup plan, something along those lines.
And Ares from the sky goes, yes, we're the backup.
Well, you got here second, so obviously. Are you dumb or just stupid?
First responders usually come before the heroes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're gonna cut to anyone else.
Gonna leave this witty banter.
Yeah.
You were sneaking around, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you open the door to the computer lab. And it's dark. The lights have all been turned off.
I have dark vision. Wait.
Oh, you want help?
I would like to pause to do a perception check to listen for any footsteps or other signs of life before doing my next thing. Perception is a 13.
You don't hear anything particular.
Okay.
All of the little chairs you can see, if what Isaac's description was could be trusted, the hostages have been taken out from here as well.
Okay. Then I go to the other door on the other side of the lounge.
And it opens up into a short hallway.
Doors on the end or on the sides at all?
The hallway is straight and takes a right turn.
Cool. I go down the hallway. Would this be another stealth check? Am I allowed to make another one?
Yeah.
Cool. 9. Slightly better.
Okay. And you take this right, and you find yourself face to face with the door. You open it, and it leads into like a little stairwell.
Going down, correct?
Yes, 2 stories.
Yeah.
And you're on the second
So
one.
I haven't. Okay, so basically the computer lab is going to be connecting to the lounge on the other side, and they've been cleared out from there. Okay, so take the stairs down.
Okay. So we've got anything else on the phone we wanted to accomplish?
Not necessarily accomplish, but if he's not going to fall asleep, I'm just going to, ask him things that are clearly not related to the situation, like, I like candy, what's your favorite flavor?
Yeah.
And just, keep up calming conversation of stupidity, like, I doodle nonsense. Do you draw, or do you like puzzles?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion one more time and take a circumstantial modifier, which is a +2.
I would like to attempt an 8 another then.
How?
That is a total of 8.
I'm not helping.
Okay.
I
And
have an 8
I'm
on
going
that.
to need in the future, when I prompt how, describe how you're aiding before the die is rolled.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just because, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need to know how it's happening,
Mhm.
not just dice rolling. And so I'm going to keep that in mind. Was there anything you wanted to do, Isaac? Yes.
I want to look around for basically resources within the police station that could serve as bomb squad type things that we could then hopefully use to deliver at the very least.
This
to the
theoretical
location.
police station is empty and devoid of all but the coffee table and the phone on top of it.
Okay.
It is not an accurate recreation of a police station. It is a blue building with a phone in it.
Okay.
Ha ha ha. We'll pop to Rin for a second so everyone else can think. Rin, the 4 of them.
She basically relays the situation of everything that's happening because after a moment of, what the fuck are you guys doing here? She's like, okay, cool, you guys are helping. Okay,
Yeah.
so essentially, Calvin So is in there. And then she explains who that is.
Mhm.
And then she basically just gives a rundown of everything she knows. So she doesn't know the hostage is missing, and she doesn't know that Calvin So is being talked down.
Mhm.
All that she really knows is that they're attempting to talk him down, and that they haven't yet to even step inside.
And, you watch as...
I've been told to keep people from getting away, which is what I thought you were doing.
And Terrence takes off his gigantic trash can things, and there's a little bandage on one of his ears.
Newly repaired eardrums.
He's like,
Yes.
so we need stealth.
It would probably help.
Cool.
I'm not known for subtlety.
I am. And he just casually starts strolling into the set. Like, it's gonna take him a while, but he's making his way towards the center.
Rin
of town.
runs right in front of him
Making my
and
way
ducks
downtown,
down.
not walking fast.
He hops on. Ares is already flying overhead, and Terrence is like,
She's gonna take the useful one.
yep.
He can frozone his way over.
he slowly begins to. Pops the skateboard out, ice slick in front of him, and just keeps, not skateboard, snowboard. And just one hand for momentum behind and one hand to keep the path going.
That's so cool.
Snow power propulsion. He's also leaving a trail of snow behind him, which would be a pain to clean in the morning.
I'm staying way away from him.
Yep. Yep.
That's why you went running ahead.
So Rin's bringing crew number 2, as we have you entering the first floor. And your stealth check was an 8.
It was a 9 this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are immediately charged as you enter the first floor. Actually, let me look at the layout of the building. That isn't correct. That isn't correct. At the bottom of the stairwell, you have a door on your left and a door directly in front of you. Neither with a window.
Okay.
One of them will lead to you getting charged.
Maybe.
Did the stairs bring me out facing a particular direction?
You have a door in front of you and a door on your left.
Nice.
Like
North, south, west, east.
north, south, west, east?
You are
'Cause I have
facing,
a
if this was north, you are facing east.
I'm facing east currently?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to the door to the left because that's heading further north.
Okay, towards the front of the building.
Yes.
You open the door. And the girl with the horns crashes kind of into the door as you're trying to open it.
Oof.
As she misses her charge attack pretty bad. And her horns are through the door, but it's like you caught them on the open and kind of crashed her head into the wall for a second.
Oh, dying.
I am going to have you with a response before I pop back to these three. Once these three have taken their action, I'll go back to Fia, then to you, then to these three, and so on.
Okay. So my the thing that I'm going to say is like, listen, if you want to get out safely, there's a hole upstairs and I can take you to safety. This does not need to be violent. And also putting a hand on the horn, ready to action to densify the person if she tries to attack me again.
Okay, that is you. And we're going to switch back to these three. We're going to do the phone call first.
Who has, he's probably heard a crashing sound coming from upstairs.
Yes, he
or
has.
wherever the heck he has.
Yes, he has. And you hear just as
Robyn's inside and did something. Robyn's inside and did something.
Isaac, you're going to leave the building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because she's the one who's been talking him down, so she can be the calming voice.
Yeah, I'm
if
gonna
that's what she chooses to do.
hang up the phone so that way, like, it cuts the line and then pick it up again to ring one more time.
As you hang up the phone, you hear it. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Is this, what was your name? Allie?
This is not picturing his name in hearts, pretending like I don't know his name. You're the nanobot kid.
Not
Kurt-
quite nanotechnology, but, Kurt, yes, Kurt Hauser.
Kurt.
I believe I forgot to get something back from you.
I didn't think I'd even stuck these in my ears. That's rude.
Well, I don't have them right now, and I think you do.
Okay.
I have been asked to inform you of something.
Oh dear. Now what did I do?
You didn't do anything.
What happened? Is Calvin okay?
I have been here. Let me just. Hello. Is this Allie?
To whom am I speaking? Yes, this is she. To whom?
Virgil. Virgil Cal.
Oh, hi.
Allie, I'm gonna need you to remain completely calm. Do you have a means to communicate with the students who are currently with you?
I do not. We were given no way to do so, and
Then I'm gonna need you to keep track of some information and relay it to all 8 of you as quickly as possible.
Okay. I can move quickly. What's
There
the
aren't supposed to be 8 of you to begin with. There's supposed to be 4 on your side. Somehow, when the somnambulist was treating your fellow classmates, someone tampered with the exam. Attached to one of the students in that building is a live bomb.
Okay.
To the best of our knowledge, it will not go off if the assignment is treated as normal.
Okay.
The other students in there with him have been told things against what we would have otherwise. We don't have a means to communicate with them, and we cannot tell them. According to the specific list of requests we were given.
Okay.
But they don't know that I can communicate to you this way.
Okay.
And so this is what I'm doing. I'm just having a chat with Kurt.
Fair enough.
I wish I could guide you in this. But I'm not sure how.
Understood. I get just the one piece of advice. I know that would it be smarter to go talk to the people, my people already inside, or go talk to the ones approaching?
I can't
First.
make that call, Allie.
Okay.
I don't know the situation. Our
Okay.
feeds have been cut.
Oh,
This is the only way I can communicate with you.
can you hear all the stuff going on? At least that I can hear, or maybe not all the things I can hear. I'm sorry. How much can you hear?
You.
Oh,
This is a simple communications device accidentally left with you by Kurt.
okay.
Accidentally.
Go away.
And I'm gonna switch to Rin. And then to Isaac, and then we're gonna start going around the table.
I'm running.
Yep.
Running like an angry woman.
So
That's
you,
all you are.
you and
I'm carrying
Terrence.
headphones.
Yeah, you're carrying Terrence. You're carrying Rex. Rex is broody.
Rex's headphones.
Terrence is anxious.
Correct.
You're carrying Rex.
Terrence is anxious.
Yep. Terrence is anxious. You're carrying Rex piggyback. Ares is flying over, and he goes, so why is there a hole in the roof?
I think that was Robyn, but don't quote me on that. Let's go in through there.
And the three of you are going to go in through the hole.
And
We're
Rin
going
is
to look
basically just
at
like
Isaac.
mid-run, she leaps.
Mhm.
Oh, hey!
And on landing, you just... Isaac, what were you up to?
As far as you said, Fia was the one who was apparently at the front door and is no longer at the front door.
Yes.
So
You're just going to go in through the front?
Yeah.
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 It opens.
Closest line.
It opens. In the building, you have basically where your bank tellers would be is on your left, behind a glass barricade, probably reinforced. On your right, it appears you have a bathroom set up just against the far side of the wall. There's a door with signs for the bathroom, as well as a back hall that way that says employees only.
Okay. Quick check in the bathroom if there are things like tweezers, basically
Yeah.
things that would use. Gather up a bunch of makeshift tools, put them in the pockets in the
Yeah. In your coat. You've got a coat that you wear over your wetsuit.
the collared shirt. I have one pocket.
Full of tweezers and ear
Q-tips.
Q-tips. Yep.
I'm excited to find out why you wear a wetsuit.
Aerodynamics.
It's a superhero costume.
And then employees
It's a kick-ass
only.
approach. Yeah. So you open the door to the employees only and are greeted with a hallway. It goes on for about 30 feet before taking a sharp left. There's one door on the right and two doors on the left.
Okay. Stop by each one and listen. In each one, given that last I checked, they were talking.
Mm-hmm.
Allie was talking to.
You hear very faint sounds of communication, very faint from the first door on the right, and nothing from the other two.
Okay, I will ease open the door on the right and hands up as it opens,
Mm-hmm.
non-threateningly.
And it leads to a ladder going down, like metal rungs reinforced against one of the walls, and you can hear a steady
So that's different than the communication sounds.
yes, but you do hear just like the muffled communication of the voice you recognize from the phone somewhere in there.
You do the whole like head down to poke on, or like
Is it?
poke from the seat, like reverse periscope.
Mhm. You reverse periscope your way down, and it gets hot as you make your way into effectively a sort of boiler room underneath. And you can hear the sounds of communication, but I'm going to pop back to a girl who just got charged. Fia, you had your ready to action. What was the ready?
The ready is to essentially afflict the affliction if she tries to attack again.
Okay. Do you interpret her reaching for your face as an attack?
No.
I just dropped a die somewhere. It's the only d20 I have because I didn't take any of my other dice out because I only need a single d20.
by your left or right foot, Sarah?
Ah,
Ha!
this bot. Thank you. You don't interpret it as an attack.
I do not.
Okay. Fia cusps a hand over your mouth. That's her whole action. She cusps a hand over your mouth and holds her finger up. Her grip is surprisingly strong.
Okay.
You take your hand off her horn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. She misses as she tries to headbutt you promptly.
What a bitch.
I appreciate her.
Mhm.
I appreciate that tactic.
You said she's trying to headbutt?
Mhm.
Is the door off its hinges?
Yep.
I would like to hit her with the door.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Door
this
smack,
is
baby
this is a
door.
close-
Improvised weapon?
Yeah.
Door smack, baby door smack.
Is that the new
Ooh.
single by Omnivorous Potatoes?
That is a
Carnivorous.
7 to hit.
7 does not exceed
That's
her
not
parry,
enough.
and
Yeah.
so the door comes at her, and she just sort of ducks under it.
It makes a crash as it goes.
And
to
as
the
it does,
ground.
you watch as her ears sort of perk a little bit, and her eyes go super big,
Mm-hmm.
and she maintains this. And that is the end of this, as I said it would be. We're back to you on the phone. You can hear tung 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 as someone descends down. Or it's too tight. No,
I wouldn't hear
you
because
could've
I
float-
hung up. I hung up
so
the
you pick
phone.
up the phone again.
I had hung it up so I could pick it up to try and call back.
Hello. Which you also hear.
Calvin?
Yeah.
I thought the line had gone dead, so I just wanted to get back to you. That's all.
Yeah.
Make certain you were still okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. If it's all right with you, I don't want to leave you alone. I'm sorry, but I should probably go talk to some of the other people, so that we can try and find a way to get you out safely. Is that okay? Or would you rather I stay here? Okay. And so now that I have officially signed off with the terrified child, oh shit, I didn't give him a time frame. Oh well. I'm gonna go zippy frickin' zoom, because I can go zippy frickin' zoom
900 feet of flying.
every frickin' second. Let's go.
Round.
Around. Yes,
I was like,
900
Jesus
feet.
Christ, how is your body okay?
It isn't.
Super! And probably rather quickly find a hole in the wall that Robyn was gonna make.
Yep. And before you enter it, I'm gonna switch to the quintuplet, the quadrille,
The squad.
the three, the
Yeah,
trio.
there's just 3. We're the only 3 who've made it so far.
Yeah.
Rin is going to abuse the fact that there is no sound near her while she's carrying Rex. And basically, when she gets to a door, she drop kicks it open and immediately charges through it.
Yep. So layout, you came in here. As you enter the VIP lounge, which is where Robyn opened the hole, you have a door to your left and a door far to your right.
Door on the right.
Okay, door on the right opens up into a computer lab. It is very dark in here.
Door on the left.
You immediately go to the door to the left, and there's a stairwell.
Down the stairs. Everything is happening on the first floor. That's where we've seen people.
And you rush your way down the stairwell. You enter facing the east side. There's a door in front of you and an open door on the left, which is where we have these two after we do Isaac.
Can I hear outside of the range, or am I deaf in
You're
it?
deaf in the range.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Isaac, I want to check in with you because I got a little messy there.
Okay. I periscoped in,
Right.
like started walking on the ceiling to
Mhm.
see what was.
It's a boiler room.
Mm-hmm.
A while ago, you could hear some conversation, but that has stopped.
And looking around, there's nothing in this room other than boilers.
Correct.
Okay. So then, are there any exits? Any ways that this room can continue?
Nope, just the one.
That I heard communication before.
Correct.
I'm assuming a perception roll to try to find whatever it was, what device that was making that sound.
Absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
10.
Boilers typically aren't used for communication, so it's certainly not the things you can see.
So it's the things I can hear. So I'm going to hear things and attempt to hear if there are any sounds that are like that communication, try to pinpoint them, triangulate them, if they're continuing.
Okay. No. Whatever it was, the communication has ended. Just the steady of the boiler. Boilers are really weird. They sound like churning a thick liquid.
Worry something glorpy is gonna come out of the ground and eat Isaac.
Cthulhu.
Calvin, I brought some tools.
And
Are you in here?
you hear as from the shadows, a young boy approaches. Strapped to his chest is an intricately designed vest with wires moving all around it. The boy himself is dressed in a simple yellow shirt, gray pants, and his skin is this unusual white. His eyes have no iris. They're incredibly just pitch black with two little white pupils. A messy little scruff of black hair.
I've got some tools. Lay them out in front. I don't know if you know anything about disarming a bomb. I don't. But I think together we can find someone who does.
I can't leave. And
Do you want-
Ryan's face, like, tear streaks down it. And he just hands you a list.
I'm gonna read the list.
And you're holding a list in a boiler room alone, and it says, "Do not do anything out of the ordinary. Proceed with the exams as normal. Know that the bomb strapped to your chest is live, and should you grow too anxious, too stressed, or too much attention is drawn to you, it will explode. This is not a test. I am not a member of the New Dawn University faculty. You are not allowed to inform any of your teammates that this is the situation, that this is the circumstance. They, too, will proceed as normal. And if you doubt my capabilities, remember, I know who you are."
This doesn't say anything about not leaving. So, maybe I can take you out. We can get you up to a skyscraper somewhere else. And then I can try to find someone who knows more about this. And I can bring them up to you. You won't be drawing attention to yourself. This is the exam. Exactly how we would have done the exam. Because the person with the bomb strapped to their chest is a person too. And when you set out to save someone, you save everyone.
And, it's a good thing he handed you the list, because you still got to keep them in your peripheral as that happened. I was told things not on the list. I haven't told you anything
Because
about
you
it,
can't.
though. And now I'm gonna switch to the hallway fight. Sophia tried to headbutt you, and then
Sophia.
we're gonna go you, Fia, trio. As suddenly, you can hear nothing.
I would like to attempt to make the touch attack on Fia to afflict her with hyperdensity.
For sure. You're
The
rolling
touch
versus
attack
parry.
is +5. 16?
That's going to hit. Yeah.
Yay!
She's gonna go ahead and make what sort of save against the affliction?
It is a fort resist DC 15.
She does succeed on the DC.
Okay. So then I guess nothing happens.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way it works. As you try to afflict her, and it's more before the effect can get to her. She sort of brushes your touch off.
And this particular touch attack is listed. We did a mod for it to be damaging, but I'm guessing that's just the affliction.
Can I please read your power?
Yes.
Stressful.
Which one is this?
So stressful.
But the good type of stress.
Which one is this?
It is this one. Move object.
Okay. Over object 5 links
Pretty
to
sure I have a heart
cumulative.
attack.
Okay.
My phone rang right
So
about
it-
now.
Is still a damaging attack. and it has a linked
I'm on
affliction.
silent.
Yes.
Clarify that in the future for me.
Okay.
She's
Slips
going
on
to
the
make
phone.
a toughness check to resist the damage.
Okay.
She fails her toughness check and takes 1 wound.
Okay.
As she is dense, but the weight isn't enough to, like, it fucks with her weight, and like her body can't support it for a moment, because that's the gist of it. As her body's like, oh, I weigh too much now. But it doesn't. Whatever the affliction would be, that side of the flavor, be it nausea or an induced vertigo,
It's fatigue.
that fatigue doesn't hit. Her body is tough stuff. And now we have the trio. It's you, Rex, and Ares in any sort of order. I'm not too picky.
I'm in front.
Yeah.
So I round to the door because open doors are the first doors you check,
Mhm.
and I see Robyn, who I know is on my team, and I see someone else who I'm pretty sure is not.
Mhm.
So I leap in the room and
It's a hallway. It's tight.
I leap in the hallway over Robyn,
Yeah. You can.
and I swiftly deliver just
Hammer fist.
Yeah,
hammer
go ahead and roll
kick.
versus their parry.
I'm gonna do a power attack at -3.
Okay.
Dang.
It's a 10 to hit.
10 does not beat their parry. Yeah.
As I just collide with the ground, but since it's still silent, I just
Yep, there's no noise.
Make an entrance.
Ares is going to go ahead and throw open the other door and start going down it. And then Terrence is like shooting him the stink eye, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's going to simply grab his, like, his giant cans, and he's going to attempt to put them on Fia's head. Successfully. And Fia's going to make a fortitude save.
Hopefully she doesn't have like super animal hearing.
She does.
No. She go.
And fail, because that is one of her vulnerabilities. 3 degrees of failure. I should just... and Konk's unconscious.
Dang.
And he picks him up, pops him back on, and the silence resumes.
Oh my goodness.
so it was pretty much like good job.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. And it's the strangest thing you've ever seen. Someone basically knocking someone out by putting headphones that aren't even attached to anything. But that's the sequence of events.
Out of character. Don't ever let me listen to his music.
Noted.
Allie, what are you up to?
I'm inside the building now.
Yeah. How'd you get in?
Through the hole that was
Okay.
that Robyn.
So for a
Me.
brief moment, you heard "good job" from an open door on your left.
Technically, it would be down a hall, down a stairwell, and then on the left.
I heard it from somewhere in the
If
building.
they came in through the VIP lounge, there's a door on their left, then that does have the hallway, yes. I am saying that it was loud enough because it's Rin,
Okay.
who is always like, ba 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 ba. She's always very enthusiastic. Rin was loud enough for a half second for Allie to approach. Like, to pick up that sound, but then it cut out immediately.
So I know that she is down that way.
And you can no longer hear the static in your ear either.
Oh.
And,
Well
the room is very dark.
Can I hear anybody in the room
You
with
can't
me?
hear anything.
Do I make any? Hello. I'm just
You
gonna
make
say
no
it
sound.
very softly. Oh dear.
Not quite, she's downstairs.
Gosh. Oh. I'm not okay with any of this. I'm just gonna like brace myself the way I've kind of seen Rin do it. Not quite knowing, because something's probably gonna come at me.
Active defense.
I guess.
So basically, it increases your defense to the degree of, instead of it being 10 plus your defensive stat, you roll, and if it is under 10, then you just add 10.
So it's way better defense.
Yeah. The minimum you can roll on this is an 11 plus your defensive stat.
Cool.
So minimum of +1 to whatever defense you would have had otherwise.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
I will take that because something's gonna come at me, and unless I can hear, I can't do a lot.
Okay.
But there's complete silence, and I don't know who's down there. But
I mean, you recognize Rin's voice
I recognize Rin's voice,
for like half a second.
and I know that I met one other kid who does a sound blocking thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if he's in here or if somebody else is, and it's very dark and I can't hear anything, and I'm not comfortable with this. But I'm going to work.
You're also having difficulty seeing things right now.
But I'm going to...
What?
Okay.
Oh no, the thing that's making things dark took its turn. It is darker for her.
Oh, is that all?
And when I say that, I mean like pitch. You cannot see and you cannot hear.
Sensory deprivation. Who needs senses today?
Bear mask, bear mask, bear mask.
I'm going to start, like, singing some stupid song
That you can't hear.
that I can't hear, but I'm going to try. Like, I can feel my vocal cords
Mhm,
vibrating.
you can.
Even if nothing comes out, and I'm going to edge my way towards where I last heard Rin's voice come from.
And you just bump into someone. You promptly just, you feel a hand over your mouth.
And even at this range, I can't see them.
Oh no, you can see as these fingers rub themselves. And again, if this gets uncomfortable, you have an X card.
Nope, that's fine. Oh goodness, it's all dark.
And the thumb and the forefinger just
Oh shit! Hell fucking
just
no!
pinch your nose. As they are attempting to very quietly and politely choke you out.
Hell fucking no! Drop that nonsense bullshit. Don't make them bleed or turn their organs off. Pick one.
Who needs organs?
Cool, I'm gonna try this weakened stamina shit and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You said touch wasn't needed, but it's originally a touch attack, so fuck this
Oh no,
nonsense.
you're touching them. They're trying to strangle you.
I lose my...
It's less of a strangle and more of just a slow, like, suffocation.
Please go unconscious.
Yes, it's a polite strangle.
No, I'd rather not. Okay, but I don't have my bonus to this, but oh well. So this is just gonna be a flat roll. It's a 3. I didn't... Nope.
I said you didn't have to roll. I said you didn't have to try and touch them. You're in contact with them.
Cool!
What's the
I'm
DC,
sorry.
Sarah?
I'm sorry. I'm fine. DC 14.
Okay, they fail by 2 degrees. What happens?
Whoa. That's a roll.
That's the one thing you didn't write down.
Took pictures of it. It was in the book. I took pictures of it because I was like, I didn't write this down.
13 to 9 would be 1 failure, and 8 to 3 would be 2 degrees.
Okay, so he loses, in this case,
Yep.
she, 2 stamina points. 2 points of stamina.
Oof. Okay.
Which applies to their fortitude
Their fortitude and their
and their
toughness.
toughness.
Yep. Cool. As you, like, the hand that's on you, like, tightens in response to some of their organs shutting down.
Yes!
Who needs them?
Okay, I'm going to pass to Isaac.
Okay. And clarifying that it was he can't tell me specifically and won't answer questions about what things can and cannot be done.
Correct.
Okay. Will you be here if I can find someone?
Yes, but you have to look at me.
I don't understand.
Do you have...
We have a list.
No, do you have paper?
We have a list. Can't we just use the back of the list?
He flips it over. And he writes, my name is... Crosses it out. Calvin. So, I am in the boiler room. I have a live bomb strapped to my chest. This is not a drill. And hands it to you.
I take it, and I take the pencil as well, and I add to the bottom, and everything is going to be all right.
And he huddles up in a corner in a ball.
And I keep eyes on him until I exit the room.
And the moment you do, you forget about him, but you are holding a note that reminds you of his existence.
Mm-hmm.
And while you are looking at the note, those memories are very vivid.
Let's go find some people.
And so you make your way up the stairs here, and so basically you have a hallway in front of you with a sharp right, 2 doors on the right, 1 door on the left, and a door at the end of the hall that would lead into the front of the bank.
Okay. Given I think this was the first door I tried, any of the other doors would allow me to find different things than I found before.
Oh, right. No, I'm so sorry. I had you in the wrong place. This was the first door on the right. So as you open, there's a door across the hall and another one to the right of it. The door on your left is where you came from. The hall continues to the right.
Okay. Basically, I need to just start checking rooms and figuring out what's in them.
The first door you open is a simple employee lounge. It looks like this is where people would, like, bank employees would take their lunch break. The upstairs one looked a little nicer, like for hot shots and special guests. This one, it's very simple. There's a microwave, a fridge, and like a sofa. And coming out of a hallway into this room are the squad of Rin, Rex, and Robyn. As you guys, basically the hallway you were in opens out into this.
Okay. I fold the list conveniently to hide that this is not a drill
Mhm.
and basically bomb, because it's all silent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Bomb and Mick.
Rex, for a moment, just... and you can hear again.
Does anyone know how to disarm a bomb?
Throw it.
Does anyone know how to disarm a bomb? Does anyone know anyone who can disarm a bomb?
Oh,
Yes.
what about that Kurt guy?
If he was here...
I mean, if they send in another team, then it's pretty likely that Kurt's somewhere nearby. He did pretty well in the previous rounds.
Who's on your team?
My team is me, my brother Aries, who's run off, and Jareth, who's probably
On his way.
on his way.
Sorry.
Okay.
Do any of you have a phone?
Yeah,
Do you have Kurt's number? Anyone's number?
only my brother's.
Not even a number for the school.
Are these like cell phones that have access to the internet type of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. The year is 2190 or 21 some odd.
Wanted to
Future.
clarify
Yeah.
because that might be the type of thing we have to pay points to get a device that can connect to the internet.
That's fair. No,
Mm-hmm.
internet's common nowadays.
Google disarm a bomb.
That, and can we freeze it
The bomb.
if your brother's coming
That
in?
might be an idea.
Yes.
Oh, if we freeze it, then I can probably just rip it off him.
Yeah.
If we
that's
freeze it
something.
solid, and
So plan number one is you said your brother's here.
He's on his way.
He's
yeah.
on his way.
I can go get him.
Yeah, go.
You're gonna be cold.
I might be able to get him faster.
That's a better idea.
For safety, maybe out the secret entrance, as it were.
Yeah.
Is it a secret entrance?
The one we
No.
came in.
I came in the front door.
No, where the rest of us came in.
a hole.
I didn't have a problem at the front door.
Okay, then I guess that way. I don't know.
Well, you know the way to the front door, and you're fastest.
So Calvin's in the basement.
I didn't show that part.
Oh, right. Okay.
I just showed bomb thing. So
So we have no idea where they are.
We just know that he has a bomb strapped to his chest.
that there is a bomb.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Basically, we need this hostage is cleared out. Most important thing. If we can find a way to contact Kurt, and I'm gonna go with Terrence.
I haven't seen a single hostage.
Me neither.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
Allie, what are you up to?
I'm gonna
They're in the dark. All right.
Try and weaken stamina again,
They've,
'cause I
they've
want
got
them
an
to-
action first.
start ripping them apart.
The shadows coalesce and strike you across the face. Like, you know it's not the hand that's on you. It is separately a...
Dark shadow.
Okay,
Not
how
quite.
do I
What is
roll?
your... Make a toughness check.
Cool.
Roll a... I'm sorry, you... No, you're taking active defense before that, but they had their BS. So yeah, make a toughness check.
8 and 3 gets an 11.
You suffer 2 wounds
Ow!
as you are
Ow.
dazed for your next round. So your next round you get 1 action.
Frick.
And it is your 1 action. And then I'll swap back to this squad.
Well, I'm still suffocating.
It's not a hard grapple. You are not mechanically being grappled. This was flavor.
Did sound come back to the
Yes.
area? Okay, cool.
You before the fist strikes you, you just hear sorry from right behind you. As boom. Yeah.
Dang it! Now I have to like her.
Okay, then if I get 1 action.
Yes. You can move or take a standard.
then I will take, I guess, my standard. Because can I move to talk? Like, did my.
Yeah, talking is free action.
Cool. Well, I didn't know, like, am I being.
Like I said, there's no mechanical impairment on you right now.
Cool. Awesome. I'm just trying to help.
Is that all you say?
No.
Do you do anything?
Rip the blood out of this bitch!
No! I'm trying to help. Yeah, I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to get through. I gotta talk to everybody. And
You're talking to a person, theoretically.
I am. Look, I know, I understand the situation, and I'm trying to help and trying to get everybody out. We gotta keep
What do you do?
Fuck.
There's too many words. As the flavor there is, you are going on like, I gotta help you, blah 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 blah. You're saying this all out loud.
I'm gonna try and daze them too, so I guess we're gonna cast Affliction, because I can still feel the hand. So I'm gonna try and just...
Okay, this time you will have to roll to hit them, because they know what you're up to.
This is true.
But since you can hear again, you ignore concealment.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's
That's
what
a
matters.
big one.
That's important. Okay, cool. Ugh.
It was better than your 3.
That's just a flat 7, because I don't get any bonus points.
Seven's
Close.
not going to. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, and I'm gonna pass to
Oh, low rolls this session.
the 4 people in the first floor.
We're all super tense.
We go find hostages.
You were gonna go get my brother. We're gonna find him.
He's gonna. Isaac already left to go get your brother.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac, with a quick bit of directions,
I
you'll
guess-
find him in 1 round of movement.
I guess now we find Ares.
Yeah.
Since he ran away.
And hostages.
Them too.
I haven't seen any sensors anywhere.
Same.
I'm worried.
I mean, I'm not, but let's move.
Okay.
Anybody need to hop on?
As far as the layout of the building, you guys, the room you're in, there's the door you came from, which leads to the staircase. That staircase had another door that Ares ran down. If you take the door that Isaac came through, you'll find yourself in a hall. Across from the hall, there's a door to the boiler room, and to the right of that is the front lobby of the bank. There's a hallway to the left, an unexplored door, and an unexplored turn in the hallway.
I think we follow Ares.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are going to chase after Ares. Terrence mutes a little bubble around you again. Rex, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They're
Thank
twins. They're hard to tell apart.
They're not twins, though.
They're twins now.
And Rex is canonically a year older. So, yeah, it'll take me a while to get their names back together. Normal headspace. 15 students, 14 students, 13 students. Wink.
Could be twins born on different years if it was New Year's Eve and New Year's
Ooh.
Day.
Ooh.
So they chase after Raptor Boy.
Yeah, you guys are going to chase after Ares. You make your way into the stairwell, go through the other door. It takes a sharp left forward. There's a door open on the left. You glance in it real quick. It is an employee restroom. The door is open. Like, a trash can is dumped out, and, like, the little thing, the, like, pull-out mirror over the sink is, like, all the contents are just scattered in the room. Someone did a very quick check. There's, like, claw marks in the walls.
Well, I found where he went.
Yeah. Further in the hallway, there's a door on the right, which is also open. There's brooms and cleaning supplies thrown everywhere, and it takes a sharp left at the end of the hall.
Before we move all the way on, in the employee restroom, I guess I'll roll like an insight to see.
Tell me what you'd like to do, and I'll tell you what you're rolling. I will,
Yeah, so basically I want to look for anything. I'm looking for pliers. Wire cutters.
Perception. Wire cutters in a bathroom.
And the
Broom closet.
Room
Supply
closet as
closet.
well.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, in a bathroom? No. I'll tell you right now. Don't roll.
No. In the broom closet.
Mama, don't you try and jump over here.
Oh, dang it.
I know. 17.
Woo!
I'll get her.
Thank you.
I was
17?
gonna shake.
I'll go ahead and say yeah. You're going through and you find some wire cutters.
Okay.
Yeah, they look like they're not like they're pliers, but they could probably manage.
Okay. So I pocket those and we continue moving.
And at the end of the hall, there's a sharp left that comes out into the behind the glass where the bank tellers would normally be.
And we presume that's where Ares is.
And Ares is there, literally like checking under everything, like pulling open cabinets. He's like, "There's these stupid little egg things," except you can't hear that. So he's just like throwing shit open. He'll rip a cabinet out and just toss it, like as he's looking through everything.
So it's looking like no in this direction. So
Okay.
And he turns around and he just
Oh, are we silent again?
yeah.
Oh shit.
And Terrence turns it off for Rex turns it off for a second. I should just switch their names.
Yeah.
Quick retcon.
Yep.
Just
Quick Rex
Like-
on.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up.
There were definitely some in the computer lounge before, but it was dark when I got there.
When I went in there, it was also dark. So I imagine they just forsook that room entirely.
Maybe. Or they're collecting all the sensors and putting them in a central location.
I don't think that's a very central location.
No, in some different central
This
location.
is a bank, right?
Yes.
Where do they keep
Vault.
the money?
Oh, that's probably downstairs.
No, it'd be on the first floor.
Are we on the first floor?
You are on the first floor.
We've explored the first floor.
There's
There'd be
literally
access
one
from the
place you
teller
haven't
area.
been.
Oh, there's one door we haven't opened.
Yes.
Let's go that way.
Yes.
Let's do that precise path.
Yes.
Yep, so the squad makes their way towards the end of the one hallway, one more door. It is a staircase leading down. I'm going to switch to Allie. I'm going to switch to Isaac, I'm sorry.
I move.
Yeah,
I
you
grab Terrence.
you grab the
I move
appropriate
again.
brother and move him, and he's like, where are we going? I'm not really used to
Take my hand.
Okay.
We're going.
As it feels like falling
I'll explain
at
on the
terminal
way.
velocity. And he's not used to that. As
As a
you guys.
subway?
Poor Jareth.
Yes.
Okay.
Terminal velocity, not at all.
It's not instant. It
It accelerates.
yeah. It's accelerated.
So
due
the
to
first
gravity.
6 seconds are very comfortable.
9.81 meters per second squared.
Science at my tabletop. The one thing I'm always against.
Science.
Allie.
Their 2 powers are science. The
I know.
power.
I know. I okayed them.
Science the power.
I okayed them.
I need to do something or I'm gonna be in a lot of fucking trouble.
Yes. What are you doing?
Correct.
You are no longer dazed
No,
because that was
longer
one turn.
days.
You have your turn to you.
Tell her there's a frickin' bomb.
She doesn't know that. I mean, she does, but
You're being strangled. I'd recommend stopping it.
Yeah.
again, it is not a mechanical strangle.
Yeah, it's not.
Someone's making a vague attempt at your life.
Yeah.
I'd recommend stopping.
That's actually what it feels like, though. Is like they're not committed to trying to they like to strangle you, but they do want to stop you. Like they did just slug you.
Yeah, they want to stop me progressing, but not necessarily to kill me dead.
Yeah. It's a very timid assault.
Okay, then. I'm going to actually give up both of my actions to try and talk to this person.
What do you want to say?
I give up both of my actions to perform a single free action.
Yes. Well, because I don't.
What are you saying, Allie?
I'm trying to get everybody out of here safely. I know that. I do not know if you know. I know that there is a bomb in this building. It is an actual bomb. Please don't start panicking.
I don't think you know that it's an actual bomb.
Virgil just told
Yeah.
me.
Virgil did tell you. Yep.
My static's gone, but I have the
Yep.
information.
Yep.
And they're like, please don't panic. There's an actual bomb in the building. We are to progress as though it's actually a test. To fulfill out the test,
And I'm also
we
not
also-
supposed to tell you.
need
Yep.
to get. Fuck. Was it? Shit.
Yep.
Too fucking late. I honestly forgot about that part.
Yep.
I forgot I wasn't supposed to say a fucking thing.
Yep.
Too late.
God damn it, Allie.
Yep. We roll with that.
We roll with
But
that.
you say actual bomb, and her response is, "Good try."
Oh shit.
But she does not exceed your parry. I don't think. What's your parry?
1.
So 11. Is
An
the AC to
11.
hit you.
She does not exceed your parry. As it's like when your eyes are closed and you wave your hand in front of your eyes, you can see that displacement of light.
Mm-hmm.
It's that like right in front of your nose, and the hand comes off your mouth, and like you have a moment to take in Ramona Kasahara in her purple hoodie, you know, hood's up. You can barely
bear
see her
mask.
face. She's got a mask depicting a bear. And like her hands are actually like one is still in her hoodie pocket, and the other one like comes up like defensively, but she's clearly not trained in combat.
Neither am I. We're both here like.
Yes, just like hand up, and like you can only make her out because there's a little bit of a frame of a doorway vaguely behind her that you can kind of see. Like it's like a slight difference in depth.
Okay, and I gave up all my things, otherwise I
Yep.
just tried to leave. But I gave up all my things to try and talk my way through it.
Yep, and she
don't
rolled
wanna hurt
she rolled
anybody.
insight and did not believe you.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
So I'm going to pass to the rest of the squad. Terrence arrives on the scene with Isaac as the main party goes through the lobby to get. So we now have 5 of you together, and you make your way.
Jareth.
Yeah, Jareth is still running.
Poor Jared.
He's got to get some rollerblades or something.
Yeah.
Follow me.
You guys
follow
make your
you?
way down a staircase. It leads you into a hallway with a single sharp right turn. And at the end of that sharp right turn, it continues. It's kind of a winding maze. And at the end of the maze, you make your way to a literal vault. It is the go-to description of a vault. The door is slightly ajar, and inside is probably close to, like, as you count, 60 of those little devices that have been gathered there. And sitting looking bored on top of them is the girl with the crescent clip and the red hair, and she looks up and she just grabs one of them. And the sound clicks back on.
You!
What do you want?
What?
I won't hesitate.
Take a guess.
I won't hesitate.
What, do you think I'm here to end your life? I'm here for the things you're sitting on. Get off.
Has Calvin got what he wanted? She seems so out of the loop.
Wait. I want to have this out of the loop conversation.
Our teammates are working on that, from what I understand.
I'm not... What does Calvin want?
From the sounds of things, it sounds we have a breakdown of communication here, because you guys went to the vault. I'm taking Terrence down to the boiler room.
Okay, my bad.
So
Okay.
Oh,
you guys got this.
Okay, so pretty much
we
we're
got
on it.
separated.
It's like, did he get what he want? And I'm like, maybe. What does he want?
I don't know. I'm a hostage too.
Same. in
Oh
this
right, and she
particular-
drops it. I thought I was gonna be a villain. I wasn't.
What?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be a hostage for this. So, are you saving me?
Yes.
Cool.
Hop on.
roll
Yeah.
insight before she cheap shots you.
If she's gonna cheap shot anyone.
I roll in.
That's fair.
I'll roll the insight.
I'll
but
roll
I
it too.
I don't-
Fucking Christ.
No, I don't need to roll for this. I'm calling bullshit.
I got a 22. Cool. Hop on. Let's go.
If it is a lie, it's a really well.
Let's get
disguised
out of
lie.
here, girl. What's your name?
Rita.
Good to meet you, Rita. I'm Rin.
Yeah, Rin. And great. You should get them first.
I said hop on. You're the only one I can carry.
Hold on.
I've got it.
She like kind of takes her
I got
shirt
it, I
and
got
like
it.
puts like 2 or 3 of them in it. She's like,
Aw.
okay, this is gonna take a lot of trips. So you guys have Calvin like distracted?
Why would we have to distract him?
Because if you don't, it'll cause an earthquake that crashes the whole building.
Oh, we're being
Yes,
very
we left
literal today.
We left a
What?
friend on the phone with him.
Okay, and he does because he moved us all down here,
Uh-huh.
and I imagine you have him distracted, otherwise you wouldn't be down here. And
Is that where Isaac went?
Yes.
Yeah, Isaac's doing that.
Okay, yeah, you seem like you know what you're doing.
I know how to carry things. That's why I'm here.
I'll be real. This has been a very boring exercise for me.
I'm mostly just confused and doing a lot of running.
Yeah.
Today is cardio, so let's cardio out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Just take as many of these stupid little legs as you can.
Yeah, I would like to use my move object continuous to
What's the maximum weight you can move?
200 pounds. No, that's my density increase.
What's the rank?
What's the rank of your move object?
My rank is 4.
Okay.
1600 or
16
800.
800 for 4.
Dang.
I looked at a
800.
4. I looked
Okay.
at a 4.
You can carry about 10 of these at a time.
Cool.
They chunky.
Ooh, if I can find a way to physically carry them, I can lift a lot
the
of
people
them.
you're carrying can carry them, basically.
Oh yeah, basically I'm just branching arms out because I have powerlifting.
Yep.
So I can carry tons of these fucking things.
Yep. What's the total?
My powerlifting brings my strength up to a total of 8.
8, so you can carry 6. Yeah, you can carry all of them.
Yay!
You can carry 6 tons, Rin. 12,000 pounds. Now, it doesn't weigh that. It weighs 60 times 8 is 480. It weighs 2.5 tons.
2.5 tons? So Rin is straining.
Yep.
Rin is like...
Robyn is stubbornly carrying her 10.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm not straining as much.
So it's not 2.5 pounds.
I'm helping.
It's not 2.5 tons. It's 2 tons flat.
Woo! Let's go!
Yeah.
Yep.
Go
Okay.
R's.
So we've got you in the boiler room with the lead pipe. So you make your way down there, and Terrence is like, "So what are we doing down here? It's really warm."
You're gonna freeze a sensor device, and then we're gonna remove it.
Problem. He points at the boiler.
Then let's shut it off.
Right, we can do that. Yeah, that makes sense. I've never. Where's the valve? I don't know.
I
how
look
to...
around.
Yeah,
for a
there's
valve.
a single valve. Okay, yeah. And what are we doing down here again?
We're freezing a sensor, and we're gonna remove it from a person.
Okay, where's the person?
Cal?
Yes. And like Terrence's eyes going, he's like, "Holy I remember you. It's good to see you again. You okay?"
This is Cal.
Yeah.
This is Terrence.
Yeah,
Terrence, meet Cal. Cal, meet Terrence. If you haven't already met.
Yeah, no, we met in the holding room.
Okay. You're gonna freeze off the sensor on his chest.
That's
and we're gonna
really
remove it.
realistic. Yeah. Okay.
You can do that, right?
We'll see. No, not quite ice. So, I don't want to freeze him. I don't want him to be buried in snow.
Oh my god, he's not
So-
Frozone.
You can make snow.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever tried to just make snow very tight?
Very thin before. Not very tight. I can play with the idea. Yeah.
Try to visualize the idea of thinner and thinner, but colder.
No,
and
I can
colder.
do thin. I can do like permafrost. Yeah. Okay.
Just put a layer on the front.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with that.
Okay. I'm gonna touch the bomb.
And I take my collared shirt
You
and
just brought anxiety into the situation. Let's hope it doesn't read his heartbeat.
As he touches it, and very slowly, like veins splitting from his finger, little cracks and hoarfrost begin to form on the plating of the vest. I'm doing it.
Cal, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a little cold.
Just bear with as much as you can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this, then I'm gonna basically, when it's frozen, I'm gonna rip it off, and then we're gonna leave it down here.
Freeze it, and then he should leave, right? For safety, right? If you're doing the exercise, right?
Well, it's not gonna. It's just a sensor device. It's gonna be fine. When we take it off.
Terrence is too anxious to look at that map. As he's like, his fingers not only shaking from his anxiety, but from the frigid air around it. Because to make this sort of thin ice, he had to take his glove off, so his hand is like this.
Woo! Making pretty designs.
Yeah.
I really
Okay.
hope that thing doesn't detect his heartbeat.
So we have this part of the party bringing bombs, bringing civilians out. We have you handling the bomb, and we have you in the dark. What is your action, Allie?
Well, clearly this route isn't gonna work, so can I still sense the hole behind me in the wall?
It's not behind.
It's in another room.
I never left the room.
Yeah, no, she's talking about.
Oh.
She's in the VIP lounge. She's talking about the one that's like
Yeah.
vaguely that way. You can, because the sound is viable here again, because the other squad has gone down a level and it is a bubble, and this is outside that bubble. You can hear a breeze from out there.
Then I want to go in the direction of that breeze very quickly.
Yep. You yeet out of the building, and
Peace.
as you get out, literally looking in the hole you can't see in. Like
Creepy
Vanta Black.
AF. From above, just for giggles' sake, can I see Jareth huffing his way along?
Absolutely, you
Just
can.
for
He
giggles.
has just made his way to the front door, and he's like,
If that wasn't the case, I would be willing to spend this to make.
Just for giggles.
and you watch
Jareth.
This
as
poor kid.
just a second, he's like, okay, yeah. Whew!
He arrives as the rest of us come walking out.
Yep. He's like,
All things.
Hey!
Still accomplished more than Ares.
Can I help?
Hop on!
Okay, so if they're piecing out more or less.
And you begin to be able to see in the
I direct us to move them to the blue police building.
Nope, I'm gonna land if I see that. If we're doing the exercise correctly, you should be taking them as far away from the building and the center of the seismic activity as possible. I'm gonna go back inside, and I'm gonna go back inside.
which entrance?
The front door.
Okay,
Back where we came then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
cool. Escorting out, you're going through the front door. You're in the basement handling that situation. As you walk through the front door, running down the stairs and into the front, the room goes dark. But you see her briefly, and she is basically a beacon in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking at her, there's a faint glow that wasn't present before.
Hello again.
I'm not supposed to let you leave.
Oh,
Yeah,
not let me leave or not let me in?
I mean, I'm not supposed to let you in either.
Oh,
Yeah,
so would it help if I left?
I mean,
Would it help if you left? Everybody else left.
everybody else left?
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm
No,
gonna go
I
get
didn't
them.
mean to.
I'm
No,
sorry. I
no,
don't mean.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So everyone is either mean or anxious.
in this squad,
But
yes.
if she's going to do that, I'm going to, like,
Oh,
in the same motion of,
God.
like, I'm lifting up my hands to calm her. My wings are also going to spread, so they're kind of blocking the doorway
And
to
then-
not let her out.
And then you get her. Ilona, what's sorry in Japanese?
Gomenasai.
Gomenasai.
You get her. Gomenasai. As she misses.
We can speak Japanese to each other. How fun!
As literally, like, your wings come out and it's like, you see it and it just.
I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. We're going to get on so well later.
She
Okay.
probably knows you already then.
The anxiety.
Of you.
Yeah, no,
She
she's
does.
one of the
Everyone
few
knows
people
of
who
me.
would know about you. Kasahara. She is Japanese. That is their action, and now we're back in the basement. The bomb, the front of it has sheet of ice. We'll say this process is as done as you wish it to be.
And when
Oh, and he puts his glove back on.
I've taken
He
off,
goes and turns the boiler on.
I've taken my shirt and
Not yet.
wrapped it around my hands, and kind of like left the rest of it up here, so I've made it like a basket.
Mhm.
And I'm going to real quick
Yep,
rip it off and wrap it up,
you do.
and then set it gently on the ground
You do?
before the cold gets to me.
You do.
When it
Science.
gets to my turn, I will.
Easy.
Are we done? Are we done?
That was the vest, right? We're able to take off the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Calvin takes your hand.
It's all gonna be alright.
Yay.
Terrence, do you want to hold hands too? I know you're...
No, I'm good. I'm just letting my hands warm up, and then I'll turn this stupid thing off.
Do you want to come up with us?
And he turns the boiler back off. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, but Terrence doesn't know it's real.
You can take the ladder if you want. Kelly, you want to try some gravity walking?
That sounds fun.
As we...
Yep. And you escort Cal out, and Terrence is like, okay, yeah. And just to kind of keep pace with you, he snowbanks under himself.
Nice.
He cryosises. Just in case that, like that theoretically. You know what? I've got a great idea. And as you're leaving, he's just making more and more snow in this building. What was your idea?
Oh, I was under the impression that Allie was staying on the phone, so I'm handing my eggs to Rin and going back to
damn
the
it.
phone.
There's no one in the room with you. There's
She's
no
now
one at the
carrying
phone.
extra eggs and Jareth. She's like, God fucking.
Jared's like, I can help,
Hold the eggs and don't fall off.
Hold on. And he gets off. He's like, I can carry like 2.
Just get back on.
Okay. So you go in and, yeah, you pick
Check
up the phone. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Is this Calvin?
No.
Who is this?
Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
May I roll an investigation
To determine what?
to determine if I know this voice?
Sure.
Yeah, buku bonuses.
Better. 20, not natural.
Yeah, you don't know who this is.
Okay.
And I'm telling you that as a successful roll. You don't know who this is.
Okay.
It's, interesting watching you all. I'll say that much.
So, you have access to the cameras.
I am the only one, yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, I am the only one with access to the cameras. Maybe you're not as bright as I thought. Is there another person that represents your class better? I'd like to talk to my prospective future mentees and such.
So you're on the faculty.
No.
Then how the hell did you get in here?
I'm not in anywhere. I'm on a phone.
How the hell are you looking at the cameras then?
In the same way I'm talking to you on a phone underneath hundreds of pounds of snow. Because the building's
Yeah.
covered in snow.
Yeah.
Had to think about that for
Yeah,
a
that's,
second.
I was like,
Is
Yeah.
there a blizzard outside?
No?
what season is it?
What interest do you have in me?
It's not in you in particular, it's in all of you. I reckon anyone who got this far is worth paying attention to.
Why is that? In your opinion?
In my opinion, because I said so.
Not very articulate then.
I'm rather select with my words. Your bravado is cute.
No one's ever called me that.
Oh, no one ever will again, darling. You're a bore. And he hangs up.
Oh, is it he?
The voice.
Okay.
Yeah, the voice hangs
They.
up. It's sort of an androgynous sound. It's in that little middling area that could be either modulating their voice.
Shonen.
Yep. Shonen.
They hang up.
Burn.
Heave. Ho. Heave. Ho. Heave. Ho. I have 2 people. Oh, did we ever find Antler Girl?
Fia? She's
She got knocked
unconscious in the building!
Whoops.
So that squad picks her up on the way out.
Okay, there we go.
I got 2 of the others. It's fine. We're fine.
And everyone sort of gets out and groups up and gets to the borders and gets back to the door that you started at. And
Everyone, I was gonna say, am I still trapped inside with Darkness Girl? Or everyone gets out?
oh yeah, let's resolve that.
Yeah.
Like, who's
So
everyone?
it's your action. First.
I'm sorry, fight. Roll I'm sorry checks.
Now that, like, sound is off,
No, you can hear it again.
The lights are off. The sound is on.
Yep.
how many people can I hear in the building?
No one.
Just
It's
the
the
two
two
of
of
us.
you.
Okay. There's literally nobody in here but us. Can we just please leave? I think the test is over.
I think I've already failed. I'm not supposed to let you out.
Can
Like
we please
you guys
leave?
just kind of made your way past this.
As you're sitting here
You were like, man, it's dark in here.
Because we're going across the ceiling. We're
Yeah,
like
no,
above
because
the
you gravity
darkness.
walked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it.
It's like, I need to fix the lights in this building.
Terrence, though.
No, you guys are going back and forth, and Terrence literally bumps into her back, and you're like,
Oh, it's you. Hi. I'm sorry.
"Hi, what's going on?" Wow.
We're all trying to leave.
He looks at Ramona, and she begins to grow even brighter, and the darkness around her dims, as like she's now this aura of light inside of a bubble of darkness.
I don't know who you are, but you're really, really pretty right now. You're like really glowy and bright, and we need to go.
What? But I'm supposed to stop. But how did you?
But we're all leaving. I'm just gonna like grab her hand and try to be like, can we just go?
She's too flustered to act here. So you drag her out of the
like,
building.
just like wing around,
Yep.
be like, can we go, please?
Yep. And so everyone makes their way out of the building to the edge
Like, did you
of
get
the city.
the sensor? Did you get whatever was down there? Is it done? Is it off? Cool, great, let's
And
go.
Terrence is slowly making his way out, filling this bank with snow.
It's a snowbank.
Whole session was a setup for that joke. No, I'm joking.
You know, I almost
End
believe
stream.
it.
And so the 8 of you, well, now it's the 12 of you, make your way towards the exit. And as you...
Hey, everybody. This is Calvin.
Hi.
Hi.
You know, I think...
I'm so sorry. Can we do introductions when we get to the other side?
Yeah, I think you can call me Ryan now. And you hear... as he says that.
I guess we got you home.
We got you out. You're still in one
And
piece.
like some people, like the people who aren't in on it are like, that's a really cool effect.
Can literally anyone else grab an egg off my back?
I'll take some. I'll try and
You'll
help
take,
with
they're
this.
80 pounds a pop.
Okay, well, I can maybe like thunk with one. No,
You can
I
carry
can't.
exactly 0.
Everyone can basically carry one,
Clunk.
unless they have some way of modifying things, in which case they can
I
carry more.
can't
But
carry
squad
any.
carries them out.
Yeah.
We help you. I'm just
I
like
take-
rolling
I
it along.
take the 10. without
Everyone's like,
it.
thank God.
I just
I'm
roll it.
strong, but only briefly.
And the door opens, and you guys make your way in. The door shuts hard behind you. You hear locks. The weight is lifted off you as, like, the walls sort of scoop those
Okay.
out of your grip and into the ceiling.
Are you okay, Rin?
That's just tired.
And in the room,
Just fling
sitting
arms
very
around.
stressed, are 2 individuals. Virgil, with a look of relief on his face, and Kurt, who he's just like sweating. He's like, why did they turn off?
Konnichiwa!
and Virgil is like, thank you, Kurt, you're dismissed.
When could I have died? What?
And he's like, oh, Allie. And Virgil just reaches into yours. Takes them
Don't
out.
touch me!
Hands them.
You still have those?
Yep. Hands them to Kurt. You're dismissed, Kurt. Thank you. Be quiet.
What are you talking about?
Kurt leaves summarily. Very composed.
Sure he is.
He is maintaining his composure incredibly well.
Allie, it was a test, an exam. We weren't in
Okay,
any
I'm
danger.
going to need every one of you to be quiet for a moment. Anyone who understands the severity of the occasion, please stay here. You have a question, Miss Lewis.
I do not understand the severity of this situation, but I know that it was off. May I still remain?
Yes.
Thank you.
And now that you've said that, I think it is just better that everyone remain. Who am I missing? Any council students? Could someone bring Kurt back? And Kurt is brought back in. I have 12, 13 of you. Yeah. Who is missing from this room right now?
Lenny?
Lenny.
And there's only 14 of us.
Yeah, so it's just Lenny.
It's just Lenny.
Just Lenny.
She's off getting a sundae.
Shield wants back.
Hey. I think it is worth saying, and it's worth saying once. I'm glad that you all signed an NDA, though I doubt that you would keep to it. I doubt that a contract would keep you from sharing the following, so I'm going to just politely ask every one of you if you wish to be admitted into the school, not to share the following with the outside world. Somehow, a villain, or a renegade super, I'm going to call them a villain, because why else would they do it? Tampered with our last trial. I discovered this when I found the somnambulance unconscious, and his last batch of students missing. That group was Ryan, and he looks immediately at Ryan.
I'm still holding his hand.
Mhm.
Squeeze it.
That was Ryan, Fia, Rita, Ramona. The 4 of you woke up after your rest and having been given directions. Ryan was given a different set of directions, as far as I understand. I do not need to go into the specifics. That is his trauma to share. However, the bomb was live. Through whatever failing of our security systems, the bomb was live. And through that same failing, presumably something to do with this individual's power, we had no access to the room. We could not view the feeds, the little communications we did have, thanks to, and as if on cue, the door opens and Kurt comes back in. Thanks to Kurt and his accidental leaving of his technology with you, Allie. That very shortly ended. We had no way to know what was going on. And needless to say, if things had gone poorly, the least of our problems would be the school never opening. The most immediate would be all of your deaths. I think it is fair to say that among you, it is highly likely you will be accepted into the school, if you so choose. And if you wish not to, then I just wish that you maintain your professional secrecy. We can contact authorities and move you into a witness protection program. We can get you away from whatever danger this is. I have a feeling it was an attack at the school, not at the individual's testing. That being said, I don't know for sure, and an investigation is underway. I'm terribly sorry on behalf of the faculty of Nudon University, and on behalf of the security team at Nudon University, and on behalf of myself as the superintendent. Should you choose to accept your admission, which, to be frank at this point, everyone in this room will be getting a letter. Should you choose to accept, know that this will most likely not be the only attempt at the school if this person is as ambitious as they were today. Miss Himura.
If we're pursuing the line of becoming heroes, isn't this a kind of threat that we should grow to expect anyway?
I wasn't going to state it explicitly and hoped that those who stayed would understand that.
Well, now we all know, so couldn't we just consider this a particularly
Difficult.
live test?
That is what I would like you all to do. In fact, you have beat me to the point, but Miss Lewis, you have a question.
I can provide insight to the investigation.
We will talk. And again, if any of you wishes not to, I will, you will be placed into witness protection. There isn't an if and or but about it. This is a secret, and we think that for the safety of all parties involved, it makes sense for you to forget that secret if you choose to decline. It will not be painful. It is a minor form of nullification, targeted at memory. That being said, I think what might help more than anything is the opportunity to talk amongst yourselves, amongst your peers. And if anyone's not comfortable, you're more than welcome to follow me. And he sits up, and despite his figure, demeanor, and tone all being very detached from things, the sincerity in his words is evident. I hope to see you all soon.
Depends when the first day of school is.
And I hope to see you all at lunch. I'm starving.
It's closer to dinner. And he walks out of the room.
I've eaten nothing but protein shakes today. Who wants to get some barbecue?
Sounds great.
Sure.
You get general agreement from everyone.
Great, it's on me. Let's go.
And you follow Virgil out into the elevator, takes you up to the front of the school.
Gotta clear up with Ryan a bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You said something about that I shouldn't look away.
Yeah.
What happens when people look away?
They forget.
But I had this holding still the list, and I didn't forget.
Yeah, because you had something to remind you.
Can I get something maybe that I can wear?
It doesn't quite work like that. You have to be able to see it, and it triggers the memory. And objects don't work. I've tried. I've given a lot of necklaces out.
Something like a wristband?
No, it's not apparel. It has to be a written reminder. That's the only one I've found that works. Here,
Can I get one of those plastic
yeah.
ones that has a word or two printed on it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'll just hold on to this for now.
Okay, yeah. But one thing, and he takes it and he crosses out the name Calvin So and writes Ryan Vigard.
Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Yeah, you too.
I'm Isaac.
Isaac. And he shakes your hand. Well, the good thing is, hopefully, whoever did that forgets I exist. And he says that with a sincere smile.
It's my hope that he's the only one who forgets.
And so, squad, elevator, and the top, as the doors open, is Lenny. And she's like screaming in place.
Hey!
Hey, how'd it go, guys?
It went great!
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that because I was so worried that like some of the people I really liked weren't gonna get in.
Lenny,
like when they told me
stop.
that I just passed
Lenny,
the third exam, I
Lenny,
was so confused.
Lenny, stop. Are you hungry?
Oh, I'm starving.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
Please, let's go eat.
Okay, let's go eat. Where are we going? And she's like bouncing along, skipping in her step.
Does anyone
So-
know a place to get barbecue?
So you guys
go.
leave the R building, and the path to the gate is the only one available. The hedges have gone high and thorns out, and you can only go to the front door.
Robyn takes out a notebook and writes as close to a word for word
Transcript.
Yep.
transcript of the conversation, including tone of voice, the fact that they were still specifically on the phone under the snow, because that's odd,
Yeah, that's the only thing.
and hand that off to Virgil.
So at the front, you have Virgil, Kara, Solar Flare, and police.
That's the name of a hero. Police.
Yeah, I'm policeman.
I love him.
No. You have basically other important students who aren't important to the story right now. Class 1B. And other people who took the final exam but weren't in your squad. You have them like all talking excitedly behind a police line on the other side. They're like, "Wow, I'm so glad! Like that was such a fun test. I wonder what happened after us." So this was clearly unique to your exam.
Okay.
And they're like, "Oh, there's people coming out. I hope let's just ask them." And Virgil just like he looks at Rex for a moment, and Rex just nods and shuts everyone up.
As you walk out, Rin literally starts detailing, and I carried every
and Lenny the whole time is just nodding affirmatively as you guys as a class make your way out. So the layout after brief reports with the police from the people that it's important to and dispersion of the crowd. Sunrise City primarily is broken into 4 districts. Yeah, this is a note-taking moment for anyone who wants it.
I have so many pages.
Only for people who want it. So Sunrise City was founded on an island in the middle of a lake on the west coast. The city itself is... Yes, your hand went up?
No.
Oh, okay. Is broken into 4 major divisions, and these divisions are sort of quarters of the city. The northwestern quarter is the finance sector. This is where the city got its origins. The city wasn't originally designed to host hero schools. It was designed to host hero headquarters. This was supposed to be a small hideaway city for, like I said, hero headquarters and government workers, basically. This was supposed to be a state-funded town. And this is the section of that remains. This is entirely banks, agencies, office buildings, and residential area.
Okay.
South of that, you have the Solar Sanctum. This is basically Beverly Hills. This is the finer things in life. It's beautiful, elegant. You have arts districts, high-end hostels, concert halls, museums, fine dining, some beautiful floral parks, fine apparel. Anything kind of upper-class shopping would be there, as well as very expensive living.
Mm-hmm.
East of that, you have the Lunar Landing. Think cyberpunk meets ghetto. It is...
Cyberpunk means what?
Ghetto.
Okay.
It is residential. It's cheap hostels. This is the nightlife district. It's karaoke, arcade bars, clubs, barbecue, late night diners, fast food, electronics and hardware stores, and a lot of like, hey, want to buy some tech?
Mm-hmm.
And then the final quarter is the daylight district. This is comfortable, homey, warm. This is schools, restaurants, non-government jobs like dentists, therapists, barbers might be here. This is where most people go grocery shopping. This is where the food market is. It's the close.
So this is the suburbs.
Yes. Groceries and non-essential stores, indulgences. It's some basic parks and libraries. Public domain buildings.
Which district is New Dawn in?
New Dawn is in the Solar Sanctum. All throughout the city, you will find hospitals and emergency districts, or emergency service buildings sporadically. And along any of the borders, specifically the one between the finance sector and the Solar Sanctum, and then the one between the Lunar Landing and Daylight District. So along this perimeter, there's 2 mega malls. One of them, the Vigby Mall, and the other one, Corden Landing.
And those are between, you said, the Daylight District and Lunar Landing?
Basically, if this is the island, they're here and here.
Oh, okay, got it.
Mall and
The Vigby Mall and the Cordon Landing is the name of the other mega mall. Surrounding the entire island is the infamous solar rail, effectively is what it's called, funded by Solar Flare. It is, I know. It's the light rail train, I'm sorry. The light rail train, it runs every 10 minutes from 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. and can get you to anywhere in the city within 20 minutes. It's hyper speed, basically.
5 a.m. to
2 a.m.
Thank you.
Yep, it is only non-operative from 2:01 to 4:59. So, 3 hours.
Solar Rail.
Yep.
Solar Rail.
And the one way out of the town is a train leaving Sunrise City from the Daylight District, so it's sort of the northeastern quadrant of Sunrise City. There's a train that it's a 2.5 hour trip back to the mainland. It's a slow, archaic train.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got done everything.
And that is everything. Finally, around the entire city are like hiking trails. Built into the island itself.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can hike around the island.
Cute.
And that is the layout of what will become basically our campaign setting. Sweet.
Cool. I'm gonna suggest that we'll find better barbecue in Lunar Landing area.
I was thinking Lunar Landing as well. It reminds me of Harjuga. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get some BBQ.
So the entire class, all 14 of you, and I'm saying 14 intentionally now. Ryan is included.
That's because at least someone's looking at him.
We have, at least one person is looking at him, whether they're trying to or not. 14 of you making your way to barbecue. This is an opportunity that I will blatantly say, whoever wants to talk to whoever, this is your opportunity. What were you going to say? Okay.
It's who I was going to talk to.
Cool. I want to roll for initiative, just to roll it once to see talking order.
Go ahead. Also, this might be a good time to get the beveragings.
Oh yeah.
First
Started.
time I've rolled
So-
over a 10 all night.
The beverage
Seven.
you said? Oh, right.
I got a 19, but I'm gonna cede my priority to people who are
Dax,
going
would
to
you mind
physically be
refilling
at
my
the
water?
table.
Thank you,
fair.
because I'm about to do a lot of talking.
I also have to do 5-minute pee break.
Okay. So
Me and Ramona.
We'll go you and Ramona. So
Uh-huh,
you all find kind of a traditional. You want barbecue, and you've said because you're playing a Japanese character, you're on the hunt for takoyaki and things like that, and you instead make your way to an American barbecue joint.
It's basically the same thing, right?
You're offered ribs and slaw and baked beans and corn on the cob and creamed corn and corn succotash. And you're not sure why you would need 3 kinds of corn, but you buy it all anyways
I was
because
like-
you've
I
got
was-
your daddy's credit
I
card.
was literally about to say, bring me one of everything.
Yep. And so they do. For a table of 15 adolescents, they bring basically a meal for like 20 adults.
Okay.
And so you find a moment and pull yourself next to Ramona.
So,
And she starts to glow a little bit as you look at her. Hi.
Katsuhara, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Tokyo.
You're from Tokyo too?
Oh, yeah.
What district?
I'm not supposed to say.
You're not supposed to say.
Because of things, I'm not supposed to say where I'm from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you go to school in Tokyo?
I did for a couple of years.
Born there?
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Who's your favorite Japanese superhero?
I was gonna say, you're Rin Himura.
I am.
You're kind of famous.
I guess. Who's your favorite superhero, though? No one here knows any of the superheroes that I talk about.
I really like, they go by the Bermuda Triangle. They're the enigmatic legend who took up the mantle after. Yeah.
Yes!
And their whole thing was geometry, and they're like, how can I make this a cool power? And it was really interesting to see a power that, like, oh, you can make triangles cool, into like, nope, I'm gonna do my famous like Pythagorean prism, like.
It was so
super
good.
cool. Yeah.
Oh, every time they used it.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that always got me. It was Isosceles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Isosceles killed me every time. He was so good.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so you're from Tokyo.
Yeah.
Your favorites are the Bermuda Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your favorite place to go and eat in Tokyo?
I'll eat anything. I'm not picky.
Yes, we're gonna get along great.
Yay.
Would Rin know of a Kasahara family of superheroes?
Make an there's a check for it. It's the one investigation. Thank you.
Bug. Oh. That's a 16.
You know the Kasahara family name is important for some reason, but you don't know why.
Money?
No. I shouldn't talk about it. I'm not supposed to.
Oh.
And I would appreciate if you respect that.
Can do.
Thank you.
What brings you out to America? Other than school, obviously.
And school,
Just school?
getting away.
Neat.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's nice not to be the center of attention for once.
You're the center of attention back home too?
Yeah, I try not to be.
I feel that. I punch one guy through a wall and suddenly nobody can stop looking at me.
Were they okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
She broke 6 ribs.
Oh, hi. I'm Ramona, and as you're looking at her, the glow is just a little brighter.
Do you usually glow?
When people look at me, yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't like it.
Oh.
Sorry, I'll stop looking at
Oh,
you.
it's okay. No, I don't mind. It's something I'm used to at this point. Just look at me. It's okay. You're okay.
I mean, Allie of all people could just listen.
That's fair. Yeah, she's got good ears, right?
Super good. Look at him.
She found me in the
They
dark.
just look like ears.
Yeah, they do. Oh my God! I'm so sorry for punching you.
It's okay. No, I tried to turn your kidneys off. I'm sorry.
You did turn my kidneys off.
You
So
got
it
into
works.
a fight?
Yes.
Who won?
No
Neither
one.
one. No one.
Neither
Nobody
of us.
did.
A respectable draw.
Yeah,
It's okay.
That was a
I'm
good
sorry.
draw. I
I'm
just-
sorry too.
it's okay. I don't want to hurt you. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Kidneys
I know you
okay?
got hit really hard.
She's good. She trains with me.
I hope your kidneys are fine. They usually are. Hers are usually okay afterwards, but she does a healing thing.
If you need a blood transfusion, let me know.
I think I'm good.
It never hurts to check.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys were conversing. I'm gonna go see if I can't find a veggie platter somewhere.
A veggie platter? They have several types of corn.
They do.
That's where
It's like American Bayou barbecue.
Gotcha. Like, I'm gonna see if there's anything not soaked in grease.
If you
Yeah.
like whole corn, I think they've got it. If you want loose corn, I think they've got it. And if you want mashed corn, I'm pretty sure they have it.
Alright, we're on starches again. Cool.
Starches.
I'll go leave the conversation alone.
Was there anything else you wanted to discuss with Ramona?
She
Otherwise-
mostly just sidled up to Ramona to figure out who she is.
Mhm.
And the big answer is, I'm not allowed to tell you. So Ren's like, cool.
She's happy to open up about her personality, just not her family life.
Yeah, basically just not history.
Mhm.
I can ask her questions about who she is at this exact moment in time.
Yeah.
And can you tell me about your power?
So when people look at me, I glow, and
Uh-huh.
when I don't like them looking at me, it gets dark.
Neat.
And I can turn the darkness on, but when I get really, when enough people are looking at me, I get uncomfortable. When I get uncomfortable, it turns on whether I want it to or not.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the darkness fights.
Neat.
Yeah. It hits really hard.
That's really cool.
I think you two might hit kind of like, I don't know. You look like you're strong.
What do you mean?
I think the shadows are kind of strong too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they gave Allie a run for her money, I bet they're super strong.
Yeah.
So that just means I'm going to have to pick you when we spar.
Okay. And like, there's a little bit of shadow creeping in, but it's like it's at your peripherals and not at like the actual room. Okay. Yeah. I'm hoping I learn to control it at New Dawn.
Cool. I'll help.
Yeah. Thank you.
Ooh, and then Rin basically like slaps her hands on the table and she does like the blood type thing.
Okay. Yep.
She's like, so my blood type isn't. But I
Yeah. So you guys
basically-
have your
It's
right.
the
Compare
equivalent of
horoscopes.
horoscopes.
Yeah. So either one of you, if there's an okay,
Go ahead.
Allie, I know who you're going to.
No, I'm actually gonna go find Ryan/Calvin.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm too nervous to go talk to Kurt yet, but I'm gonna go find Ryan because I was on the phone with him for however long. I just wanted to check you were okay. We were on the phone for a bit.
You're the phone lady.
I was the phone
You were
lady.
really nice.
That's good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was told that if I got too anxious, it was. So thank you. You kind of saved my life.
I guess Rin would probably
No,
say
you
that's what
say-
we're here supposed to do. And she'd make kind of this motion. But
You're like already a hero. That's what heroes do, right? They save lives.
thank you for thinking such a thing.
No, it's not a thought. It's a truth. No, it's not. It's a permanent thing.
And
It's
Allie's
a
like
truth.
wings just reflexively like just sort of like trying
This
to
class
hide.
is half anxious. Like,
We're all terrified.
yeah, you're all students with crazy powers.
Also, you're all high schoolers.
Yep. Yep, that's the big one. Is the social awkwardness
We're
of high
all
school.
freshmen, is what we are.
I hate it.
Yep.
Send it back.
It's you too, punk.
I hate it.
Yeah, this
Send me
is
back.
like a high school conservatory program. It's a 3-year track instead of 4. So,
And so, no, I just wanted to make sure you were still okay.
I mean, I'm alive, so yeah, that's the best kind of okay I could be, and that's your fault. I mean, you did that.
Your fault.
You saved me, so
Well,
thank
I
you.
think Isaac went down and sort of.
Well, no, they got rid of it, but like, if you weren't talking to me, I don't think I would have made it that long,
Well, I'm glad
because no one else knew, and I wasn't allowed to tell anyone else.
I didn't
so-
know either until I hung up, and then the second time when I talked to you,
Yeah.
I knew what was.
Hey, it's
yeah.
okay. You saved me, so we're cool. Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ryan.
I'm Allie.
Allie, nice to meet you. Here, and he rips a piece of paper off of like just a little
utility
pouch he
belt.
has, and he writes, "My name is Ryan Vagard. Please remember me," and hands it to you. And when you're looking at the note, like, there's a brief millisecond where your eyes go to the note, you forget who he is, and you look at the note and you know.
Is he writing in Sharpie or just like with a regular pen?
It's Sharpie.
I'm going to extend a wing, if that's how it works.
Oh, I can draw on those.
Write
takes
it
the
out.
Sharpie.
Write it out, because then I look at the wings all the time because I always have to redo. My mom won't let me get tattoos, so I have to draw.
in Sharpie, like, and he puts it away and takes out a different colored Sharpie and starts like making it fit the color tapestry of the doodles on
It's
your wings.
specifically just because the flavoring. It's on the one that looks more like geometric stained glass.
Sure.
We're autographing your wings now? Cool.
No,
Can I be
it's,
next?
No. It's because of the thing. I hold up the note. Apparently that's how it works, but I look at my wings all the time because I have to keep refreshing the drawings. My mom will let me get tattoos or henna.
I mean, I don't think you're old enough, but give it time. You can do whatever you want. You're your own person. I bet I could do it if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Probably you could.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd be able to do it like well though, because like every time they look away, they just start drawing something new. I bet you get some really cool abstract art.
No, I mean, I just bet I could do whatever I want because my parents forgot about me too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sarah didn't hear the last words you said.
Oh, he
But
said.
Allie would've
He
picked
said,
them up.
"I bet I could do that too because my parents forget about me."
Oh.
Well, luckily, I'm not allowed to remember it, so I can't feel bad.
Well, hopefully we can work on it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I want. Like, I hope that at New Dawn I get big enough so that my parents see me and they remember I exist.
Well, if nothing else, I'll remember to count, and I'll know if there's an extra person. I can hear hearts, so I'll know you're there, even if I don't remember the name.
No, that's usually I make noise and people know I'm there.
Well, even if you're not making noise, I'll hear you.
Yeah.
So I guess we're sitting here doodling for
And
a
just,
while.
like,
this is where we are.
This isn't a tragic thing when he says it. It's very, like, matter of fact. My parents thought I was a ghost for years.
You could be on some paranormal TV shows.
I don't know. They'd have to keep the camera on me. And I don't want to be a star. I just want to be remembered.
Gotcha.
Okay, Isaac.
I need to make the rounds of, hey, my name's Isaac. What's your name? What's your
Is
power?
there one in
What's your
particular
power?
you'd like to interact with?
As
As now all of the stuff on the Instagram is known to you as far as powers go.
basically it's like trying to drum up support for like anybody who wants to do things. So it's like I'm assuming there's like arcades,
Yes.
but more leaning towards like physical stuff. If there might be like roller rinks
Of course.
or extreme
Who
sports
wants to
like
arm wrestle?
skate parks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And basically figure out, okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, this is gonna be next week. Like, let's do this next Tuesday. Like,
You're planning this crazy
You
stuff.
are the social
trying to-
calendar, and I love you.
to try to pack in as many things as active as possible.
Literally, anytime you mention something that can be vaguely considered a sport or competitive, basically, if there can be a winner, Rin is like, I'll destroy you!
No matter
Bring
what
it, let's
conversation
go!
she's having.
Yeah, she'll be like in the middle of being like, oh my god, so you're I will kill you dead! So that means that you're really happy with people and
Yeah.
And just kind of like oversaturating any possible time that we have in the schedule with, hey, let's go skateboarding.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
let's go.
Always having downtime.
Because number one on that, we don't know if we can use our powers on campus yet, because we don't even have like acceptance letters yet, so I can't skip to that part yet.
Nope.
Checking in with Court to see Kurt.
Yes.
What exactly can you build with those things?
Anything I conceivably know how to. If I
You
understand
build-
the schematics, I can build it.
If you build jetpacks,
Yes.
will that count as us using our powers if we fly around using them?
I'm not sure. And I'd rather not
Dang.
try that until I know for certain.
Can you make flying like hoops that we can build like aerial obstacle courses with?
Probably.
Ooh, have you ever gone snowboarding?
I have not.
You, me, and Terrence, we gotta go snowboarding.
Okay.
'Cause you bring the snowboards, he brings the snow.
And you'll bring exhibits.
I'll exist.
You'll
I'll be there.
you'll bring zero gravitational
Thick with like 12 C's.
Yeah, we're gonna go over so much jumps.
aerial tricks. Yes.
I can teach you how to do like okay, so probably not. Probably
I'm
not.
not
full
exactly
360.
very coordinated.
Oh.
I mean, I'm happy to try, but I'm more of a spectator sport sort of person.
Okay. So, what is a good spectator sport? What is a good spectator sport?
Chess.
Ooh.
I like chess.
I'll destroy you!
Rin, you're terrible at chess.
So, like,
it out!
so, would you still like to be involved if we were doing sports and you were spectating?
If at all possible, it would be a good opportunity for me to test a new tech.
In between destroying Isaac, I'll teach you.
Anytime, anywhere, Rin. No, actually, like, can we go now? Can we do something? Can we?
plate after I finish these ribs?
You just threw them across the Rin.
And then more
Let's catch him.
like more ribs are brought without a question because of the name on the card.
It's not mine.
And there's just a
Nope.
steadily growing pile of bones
Yep.
next to her.
Primarily next to Rin, yes. Everyone else is like eating enough, and the night is well. Before I do that wrap-up narration, we have one more. Who would you like to speak with in particular? We have had conversations with Ryan, with Kurt, and with
Ramona.
Ramona.
And with
And I
Ramona.
would like that it is with a different person
Okay.
than those three.
Aries, why are you so useless everywhere? Literally in every
Go
scene you've
apologize
ever
to
been
that
in.
poor girl that went unconscious that you're picking a fight with. Dear
that's
lady?
Not exactly in character.
This is true.
I'm most interested in poking Jareth.
Okay.
How the-
Poor kid.
So you go over to Jareth, who's just kind of like picking at a plate of like creamed corn with a knife.
Not a vegetarian, yeah. Two of us. Starch man.
So how on earth did you figure out what your power was?
For me, it was a lot of how on earth did I figure out what my power was? My hand clung to a bus.
Moving?
Yep. I'm okay, because then the rest of me did too.
I mean,
But I have to say, it was traumatic. And now I think it's hilarious. Just a child clinging for dear life to the side of a bus, screaming. And then they can't scream any longer because their mouth is forced shut by their own power. I think it's hilarious.
It works on your own blood?
I can make it work with anything. Didn't you see me lock my fingers? And he watches with blistering speed just... I'm much better at doing it with myself. I'm used to these metals. It's like watching a marionette.
Mm-hmm.
The way his body moves when he uses his power.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think of number 2 over there?
Damn.
Number 2. Are you referring to,
The Hemomancer.
Let me rephrase. When you say number 2, what do you mean?
I mean a reference to...
Okay, you do.
Right? No.
Yeah.
You
That
best
is-
hope this is out of my earshot.
It is.
You're busy comparing horoscopes.
What's your American horoscope?
I don't have a strong opinion yet. I will say I'm curious.
She's got a lot of empathy, I'll say that.
We'll see how much. What about you? How did you discover your power then?
Well, when you wake up staring at a bright white thing, when you fall, you're mostly glad you're not dead.
What is your power?
Density manipulation.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure. Good to know.
And Isaac over there has gravity axis manipulation.
I know, he's
so-
told everyone at least twice. And then Allie's a hemomancer, and Rin can explode, and Ares is a bird of prey, Terrence freezes things, Rex shuts them up,
Mhm.
and
Useful.
we've got Lenny bounces,
Mhm.
Fia is a deer, I think. And he's just
That's
going down.
my best guess.
He's going down the line. There's that kid. That's all he says about Ryan. That's all he knows about Ryan.
Nothing could be said
There's
about
that
Ryan Bernard.
kid. And then the Brainiac.
Kurt.
Yes. I think that's
I-
everyone.
I imagine you and Kurt might be able to work very well together.
I thought about that. It's a shame I never got to actually work with him. But if he's got any guts, then he's saying yes too. So hopefully we will.
Given his composure in the room, I'm going to guess so.
Yeah, he looks like he's used to scandal.
Or at least used to high pressure situations.
Aren't we all though? We were just in one. And everyone did fine.
Yes.
Everyone except Lenny, she wasn't there.
I imagine she'd either be completely useless by falling to pieces, I mean, or she'd just get into too much trouble with her optimism.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Not inherently, but you need a healthy dose of realism with it.
Don't we know? What was your name again?
Robyn.
Jareth. He doesn't offer to shake hands, but like it's in his face. It's like we're gonna get along.
Dang.
Making friends.
Well, you gotta ask somebody to spring prom. Isaac.
We're not there yet.
We are.
Eventually.
Isaac will ask everyone to prom. He
Probably.
doesn't want anyone left
He's like,
out.
did you get asked yet?
Quit
You would go?
Quit taking my plans.
Oh god,
How
Rin's
do you
getting
know?
prom queen just so that no one else is. This is technically a victory!
I won! Now where's my stupid tiara?
I think this is a great time to take a break. Just because we've got this beverage on the way. Drinking chocolate made by our wonderful Ilona. If there's anyone in the chat who has any questions, I'm happy to answer them at this point. I offered that earlier, but now there's a more active opportunity. And if there's anything else that the players want to explore around the city, use this time to think about that. I'm happy to go over the districts again.
Robyn's
Yeah.
gonna wander around pushing some buttons on the Shire kids.
The Shire kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
The hobbits.
the Shire kids.
I had to think for a
I'm
moment
like
too.
Samwise and Bilbo?
Same.
Yes.
Bro,
She's
I
was
trying to
like-
find the short
Merry
people
and
who eat a
Pippin?
lot.
I was like, this is the wrong game, girl.
Yeah,
That
you,
was your
you DM'd
campaign.
that one.
That was yours.
So pretty much as soon as we're done with barbecue, Rin stands up, slaps her stomach after devouring just a
Like
horrifying
3 pigs.
amount
Like
of
a
food.
half of
The
a cow.
restaurant is probably concerned.
No,
at
they don't
this
care.
point.
They're getting money.
She gets up and she's like, all right, who wants dessert?
And you get a very resounding from Lenny, who's got like barbecue sauce smeared on her face, like some on her forehead. He's like, I could really go for something sweet right now. It'd be really nice. I mean, I have a low energy right now, and I could use a boost.
What do you need?
Anything, sugar. I love it.
I got lollipops.
She, bonk. Like you hold one up, and her body elongates over the table. She,
Is that allowed? Cool. All right, so Rin is gonna go off with Lenny and pretty much anyone else who will come to like an ice cream bar.
If
or,
Rin's moving, Allie's following.
or like
Okay.
snow cones, pretty much just anything sweet.
cool.
Rin had protein, now she needs carbs.
So we have Rin, Lenny, Allie, and this is an opportunity. Pick one more NPC to follow
Ooh,
you.
Who else do we want to come? Who else wants sweets?
And this will be one other opportunity for people to interact
What
with
about Fia?
as we
We
split
don't
into
know
some
anything about
groups.
Fia.
Let's pick
Amber
Fia.
Lady.
Fia.
Fia, let's go get
Okay.
some sweets.
Rin, I wrote Rin, Lenny. That says Lenny.
Ah,
Allie, and Fia. Is there anything or anyone in particular? Okay, you're passing this to me.
secrets already.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have an
as-
errand to run.
Yeah. As you make your way to that location, the hubbub and discourse has died down, and it takes a moment, but you accomplish your goal.
Dun dun.
Your
Yeah, no.
note is being bad.
No.
I just
Sounds
don't
good,
want
Bess.
it. I don't want to keep it. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't want to keep it.
Secrets.
We'll find out, I'm sure.
And Robyn,
I mean, Robyn's probably full, but if the crowd's going, she's joining.
Oh,
only
the crowd's
only
not
a
going.
quartet is going.
It's a
for dessert.
quartet right now. If you wanted to go to another part of the town with any other NPCs, this is nobody really wants to be alone right now.
Yeah.
Except Isaac, apparently.
How many phone numbers are we able to exchange?
All of them.
Oh, if you ask, Rin gives it to you.
Pretty much everyone in this room, when you ask for the phone number, they're like, "Cool, so I'll see you when this starts too," and they happily give it. So everyone has you
Group
can text.
Group chat.
If you start a group chat, like half the class leaves.
They're
like,
Rin
no.
being one of them.
They're like, I can't be part of a group chat.
No, I don't think she
Much
would.
commitment.
I don't think that
This is gonna
she
get
would.
flooded way too quick.
Oh no, Lenny.
Especially
sends,
if Isaac is a member.
Lenny sends like 5 messages out the gates. Just hi guys, this is Lenny. I'm sorry. This is my this is Lenny's phone number.
I'm Lenny texting on a phone using this number. And basically like that. Rin on that note is just like,
She's just clarifying her sentences to make them as crystal clear as she can in as many words as possible.
Lenny's
She's
so
gonna make a
cute.
great politician.
I
And then
love
and then
her.
at the end of that string, you don't see it, but everyone else, it's like a gif of like a Sproink from Pokemon.
Although now we're like 100 years in the future, so it's like Spoink's Mega Ultra Demi Evolution
Yeah.
To
number
the
8.
max.
Yeah, yeah. It's got 9 pearls on its head, and its spring divulges into a quadruple spring, and it has a flamethrower.
Of course, all Pokemon became fire types in the 19th generation.
Firefighting. Every Pokemon. Firefighting.
God,
Is bouncing in place.
So, Robyn, we never actually established where you're going or who
Oh,
with.
that's true.
Let's say Robyn, and feel free to pick new NPCs, and for handwave reasons, they will go with you.
Robyn is going to see about some sort of like a karaoke bar.
Sure.
Oh.
Nice.
Sure.
Nice.
You definitely get Rex coming with. He signs on. Terrence follows him like a puppy.
I have 4
understand
mugs
that,
of
though.
drinking chocolate.
4 mugs of drinking chocolate.
For a second, they said 4
Um,
months, and I was like, yes.
And let's see, who else do you want in that? Isaac, would you like to be present for that?
For karaoke?
Yeah.
I would ideally like to find something more physically active.
Cool.
With
So
the NPCs
I will
if
get
possible.
Isaac with Aries. Yeah, go ahead and just set it down. I think Ryan is going to follow you, Isaac.
I'm gonna taste it, and then I'm
1,
gonna.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Have to catch up
Kramer.
with them soon.
And
after
then
the
I've
pairing.
got Rita. Rita's gonna join the physical squad
Let's go, Rita. Yeah.
because Rita's a jock.
Oh yeah, we're gonna head it off.
God, I need to just have a list of the students in front of me.
I do. Do you want to borrow it?
Briefly, I'll have one written up after this.
It's everyone but Rin.
Yep. Kurt, where's Kurt gonna go?
We're basically
Kurt's
drinking
not gonna join anyone. Kurt's gonna go home.
Or what home is?
Huh?
What home is? No one lives
he's
here.
staying.
Kurt does.
Oh, damn! Kurt lives here!
Damn.
We learned something.
Yeah, Kurt's going home. It's literally, that's what it boils down to. He's like, I'm going home. Thank you all for the free food.
And we're all like, that's a long trip. He's like, no.
No, I just have to get over to the sunlight, the solar sanctum and all.
So he just like walks with whoever's walking to the nearest station and hops on.
Yeah, no, he walks confidently. He knows his place.
So, fantastic question. Then where are the rest of us staying? Those of us who were not naturals. in
Hotels,
Sunrise
probably.
Hotels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kurt, taken care of. Lenny, taken care of.
Where's
Friedman's. Ryan is going with him.
Okay.
Jareth isn't going with anyone right now. Jareth is also going to kind of dip out, I think.
Mhm.
Which, 2 dips would leave me with 11. 4, I have 11. Cool. Thank you.
So it's me, Rex,
And Terrence.
off
Yep.
to karaoke.
Yep, was the end of the bench.
Yep.
Reflex save
That was
passed.
impressive.
The only reason that it happened is because I had chocolate in my hand. If I wasn't holding anything, I would have been on the ground. But my body was like, food, 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 food.
Thank
your
you, Ilona, for making
priorities.
drinking chocolate.
Yes.
Thank you,
thank
Ilona.
We're
I'm going to
basically-
very quickly modify mine.
We're basically
Uh-huh.
drinking pudding, and I
I
appreciate
modified
this
mine
so
so
much.
I'm so curious about Pia. We know nothing except she has antlers.
So what do you do?
Is she going with you? Is she going with you?
Yeah, we're doing Fia and Lenny.
Learn all
Do
the
you need a
things.
spoon?
Learn all the things.
Right now, I am firmly in Lenny's court. Lenny is my current #1 classmate.
Okay.
It's a relationship I hadn't seen coming, but I love it. That's what this session is figure out the synergies and people who like other people and let them like each other.
My guess is you thought it would be Ren and Rita?
Yep.
Yep.
I haven't officially been able to bear mask yet.
This was your
Oh,
opportunity.
I missed Ramona. Guess where she's going?
I don't know.
With you.
Yup.
Yay! She does active things, or at least she's doing so for handwave reasons.
Like I said, hand wave reasons.
She shows up and she's like, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, this is what we're doing.
As I have returned. I've got a group with 2 players and 2 groups with 1 player.
2-player group first.
Okay. Ren,
Well,
Lenny,
awkward,
Allie,
awkward.
Fia, you guys are going to like a cereal bar, basically.
Yum.
Where all
Yep.
the serial killers go.
Yep. This is where I'm introducing my main villains. No, you go to a cereal bar.
And this time, Rin pretty much walks in and she's like, all right, well, I'm pretty stuffed after dinner, so I think I'll get a large, a small, and a medium.
The staff looks at each other with their little like silly pinstripe hats. I'm like, that's what she wants. So they start serving up some banana splits and some sundaes, etc., etc. I'm sorry, do you have any dietary restrictions, ma'am?
The opposite, in fact.
Okay, cool. So extra cream, extra cream, extra.
Do you have an eating challenge here?
We do not.
Oh,
Okay, that's fair.
we should have checked at the barbecue place.
Oh, we should have.
Next time, next time.
A true wingman.
Yeah. So they serve you guys up, and so you have again Rin sitting at like one side of the table with a row of desserts.
Yeah, and she's willing to share if anyone wants them. But then she basically has a tariff, and she's like, if you take a bite, I take a bite of yours.
Lenny has like a sundae with every topping. It's one sundae, but every topping is piled on.
Lenny, I
and it's
respect you
perfectly
so much.
precariously balanced, so none of it will fall.
She has a month of Sundays.
Then we've got Allie with whatever you would like.
It's whatever like the
Blood orange.
get out.
Blood orange is tasty.
It is like whatever the like if they have one that's just titled they have one now pile of fruit and it's just like every fruit in the shop piled up and mixed in
And
with
drizzled with chocolate.
and drizzled with
That's what it
chocolate
is.
and covered in like cream and
Yep.
that's what she's eating because there was nothing but corn at the barbecue.
I mean, no, that's just all you
I
do.
couldn't help that.
And then Fia's just got a polite little like ice cream cone. Just a single scoop. It's
Log-
mint chocolate chip.
So, Fia,
Yeah.
I actually don't know a lot about you. What's your power?
Oh, basically, I have some super heightened senses, and I'm surprisingly durable,
Me too.
and I sometimes get really angry,
Me too.
and when I do, I kind of
You headbutt people?
She points at the antlers and like the sharpened tips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're awesome!
I've never been called that, so thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from here in America.
What part?
Sort of like the Midwest.
Oh, same.
I trust you.
Oh, where from? You don't
Random
have
plain
Midwest.
state.
Yep, every time he's asked me one of those questions, I'm like, broad strokes.
Midwest.
I know the district
plain
Ren is from.
State.
I literally looked up the districts of Tokyo and was like, that one.
I know you did. I didn't. Yeah, but I grew up in the Midwest, and now I'm here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What brings you out here? Other than school.
I mean, nothing other than school. I applied.
I feel like this is a bad question.
It's a terrible question.
Yeah,
but
that's
I mean,
fair.
I don't mean to be rude by saying that.
Who's your favorite hero?
Oh,
Better question.
I'm actually a really big fan of. This is silly, but the Turbulancer. I know he's not like.
Turbulancer's awesome!
Kind of cliche, you know. He's in the top 5, but like, I really like that he tries to resolve things peacefully when he can, and really cool when he can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I like him.
Alrighty. And then you can go. I'm writing down other stuff.
Do high-pitched noises bother you too?
They can sometimes, but like, I'm just. It's not the frequency. I can hear a couple frequencies that most people can't, but it's more just I can hear really well when it's like directional. I have to like rotate my head to listen.
Neat.
Mm-hmm. But it's really good in the directions I am listening at, and in a conversation like this, it's just kind of regular.
And Lenny,
Yeah.
who is your favorite superhero?
Oh my god, I don't just have one. I have a list.
Who's the top 3?
The top 3, Lunar Eclipse, Solar Flare, I really but Solar Flare is a sidekick, so it doesn't count. I like Lunar Eclipse a lot, and I really liked Lunar Eclipse's appearance 3 months ago when they had the power of solar manipulation, because I was like, that's so opposite of what you do normally! But I really love the solar manipulation of Lunar Eclipse. I think I'm a really big fan of, what's her name? She's the luchador, She Duplex. She's her own tag team partner. Like, how cool is that? That's one of the coolest powers I've ever heard of. Like, some people have a sidekick. She's her own sidekick. 8 of her own sidekicks, in fact. That's, I think, the record she's done is 8 people. And then I think,
Ren takes this opportunity to eat.
Freaking out.
do I have to?
While
take a
Lenny's
third?
talking, she's just like, no.
I think my third is. I don't have one.
Cool!
Yeah, I just like them all so much. I don't even know that those are my favorite 2. Those are just 2 things that pop to mind when you.
Well,
say
let me
it.
ask a question that's a bit more objective.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from somewhere in Sweden that you've probably never heard of.
Definitely not. It's from the other. It's on the other side of the world where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
I barely even know that Sweden
You're
exists.
from the ocean?
Yeah. I'm from the island nation of Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
World building. Tokyo's an island now. Okay.
Sure.
A lot of tsunamis have happened over the centuries.
Tokyo is
God.
an island
now.
now. Wrote it. It's in the notes. It's canon.
Yes, and.
We did it.
Yep.
I kept
And my
writing-
dad's the president.
And while we're at it, I'm the best superhero there ever was.
Yes.
Write it down. And do you have any other questions for these 2? Because these are going to be my broad strokes questions at first. I want to have like a profile of everybody because I'm pretty sure Thomas is not going to tell me their blood types.
No, because I thought about putting him through all that work, because I thought about adding up complication to Allie's things, but I didn't do
straight
that.
told her no.
Yeah,
The thing about the blood types is it's basically a Japanese horoscope.
Yes.
So Rin does ask these questions. She's like, "Oh, like what's
And
your blood
most
type?"
people
And I'll
are
walk
like,
you
I
through.
don't know.
And I'll walk you through it and da-da-da-da-da. And if nobody knows, then she's like, "Well, you suck.
I don't know my blood type, but I know it's red.
You're not a lobster."
Nope. I might be. I mean, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I've
you're
nev-
not.
I've never seen a lobster with claws, but what if the superpowers extended past people and animals get them too, and I was actually a lobster born like this, and this is my superpower. It's not only to be human-like, but to be springy!
Do your parents have these powers too?
I have no idea!
What?
I mean, I know what powers they have, but I don't know if they're lobsters.
I love Lenny so fucking much.
I do too!
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna chat quietly with Fia about like fashion and art, because she looked like really snappily dressed, and so I'm
Yeah,
gonna like
no,
talk to her about
she's
like clothing
She's
styles.
actually really happy to talk about fashion. It is one of her primary interests.
So just sit there and talk about different cuts and like who our favorite designers are and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna switch the frame. Okay.
Do you wish
Sure.
to go first? You may.
Sure.
Robin, Rex, and Terrence at the karaoke bar. Rex is like, mind if I pick the first song?
I halfway expected you to pick all of them.
No, I'm not that narcissistic. And he looks through their catalog and like he's making nuanced critique on half the stuff here and calling the rest of it garbage.
Mm-hmm. What kind of music does he enjoy?
He's speaking and he's like, I mean, karaoke's not actually normally my thing. I like classical more than anything else.
Who's your favorite composer then?
Am I allowed to write this down as well?
I'm gonna hand wave and say he gives you an answer.
Okay, I'm gonna say...
I'm not gonna world build a composer.
I
That's
am.
fine.
Somebody is Swedish.
I mean, I was gonna say
They said
Brahms
Lenny's
just because Brahms is super dramatic.
I mean, no, I always found him to be overstated.
Pretty much any suggestion you throw out, I think, is gonna get denied.
Yep.
Fair.
The year is 111 years in the future. There's other composers, and some things that would be considered classical in this timeline are contemporary now.
My
I
favorite
really
classical
like
composer is
Rebecca
MC
Black.
Hammer.
I'm such a huge fan of Snooki when she got her brief music career after her Jersey Shore stint.
You've probably never heard of her.
It's a really niche pick. Imagine Dragons. No, he does name some composers, but they're like Eric Satie.
Man, those are certainly letters
Mm-hmm.
arranged in an order of a name.
That's the only composer Thomas listens to regularly. So
Abasi. Or how was the name pronounced? A-B-C-D-E?
Absidy.
Absidy. There we are. That's the
Absidy,
favorite band.
Rhapsody.
Absidy in blue.
But if we're singing something, any of those, and he has curated a list on the screen.
I didn't even know you would do that.
Most people don't. You'd be surprised how often I get invited to karaoke.
Well, you didn't have to say yes.
Supposed to socialize with you all, right? Get to know who you are.
I suppose. So, who are you?
Rex, hi. That's my brother Terrence. Hi, I'm,
Yes, I know. We've met superficially.
Yeah, I know, but, I mean, like, not properly. So, hi, I'm Terrence. This is my brother Rex. And, yeah,
So, looking at Rex, do you live in his shadow, or how does this work?
you asked if I live in my brother's shadow.
Yes.
That's a bold statement of a question.
Oh no, we left Robin alone!
She's with NPCs. It's okay.
I'm very proud of everything my brother has accomplished, and I'd rather you not diminish me.
Fair. I've heard of him and not you, so I figured I'd ask.
My brother appeals to a wider market.
And you? Who do you appeal to?
People with class.
My favorite part is hearing Robin get burned.
If she's gonna dish it, she's gotta take it.
I love this.
He's like, Terrence, what do you want to sing? And Terrence looks at the list and he's like,
Midwest somewhere.
this one. And he presses it, and it's loud, obnoxious pop.
Yes!
And it's like so against this anxious energy that Terrence has been giving off, and Rex just like grins coyly.
Ice, ice, baby.
No.
And Lenny's also from America?
No,
Lenny's from Sweden.
Lenny's from Sweden.
Lenny's from Sweden.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad you're writing this down. I know there's stories, and I was like, I never gave them homes.
So, the thing that I'm going to do is I'm basically going to compile all the information for those, like, My Hero Academia flashcards between commercial breaks.
I love you.
Because that's just information that's enjoyable. Eventually, you're going to have to know everybody's favorite food.
Damn.
We actually could do those type of commercial breaks already with our cards.
Yeah, we could.
Cards.
Yeah, because we've got character placards made.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that's the end of that conversation.
fair.
Because that was a solid burn to end on.
Uh-huh.
You got a little bit of interaction. You were the bitch you want to be.
Yep.
Um,
Not wrong.
and we're gonna move over to Isaac, Aries, Ryan, Rita, Ramona.
Okay.
This is 1-on-4.
Are you guys doing like laser tag or something?
We're gonna find something that moves.
Let's see. You have a flyer, an invisible boy, Rita, who never got to show off her power once, and Ramona.
Probably another reason that I did not interact with her.
Yeah, no. Rita said it herself. She's like, I'm really kind of bummed by this last exam.
She's like, this sucks.
Yup.
anything.
And upon further investigation, no, her role was hostage. She was a wild card super hostage. Was given her set of rules, and she was like, I mean, if I'm not supposed to cause trouble, then I won't. How boring.
So laser tag would be an option.
Let's say laser tag. That's cool because it's super laser tag, so it's a 3D space. Yeah, with strobe lights. Pew, 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 pew. And Ramona's terrible at it because she lights up when you look at her.
Like properly almost cartoon a glug sound from drinking pudding.
So
Ryan's really good at it.
yeah. So you said something about when people look at you, you just kind of get like uncomfortable and stuff. Would it help if we just like?
I don't get uncomfortable when people look at me. I get uncomfortable when I feel stress and pressure on myself. When people look at me, I just glow.
Okay. And if it ever gets too much, just ask and we don't have to.
If it gets to the point where it's too much, I won't be able to ask. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just you hear yours.
God dang it! It was Ryan again, wasn't it?
It was though.
Yeah, totally.
He's literally following you. Every time you get someone, he gets you, and he's having a riot.
I love it.
He deserves it.
Yeah. Ares is like flying around, being way too strategic. Like he's finding alcoves and perches and like peeking out, and just every now and then firing off one shot, and just like he's being as extra. He's taking this way too seriously.
Yeah.
And
Nice shot, Rambo.
And
He's humming various
and
Mission Impossible.
as far as Rita, she's having fun, but like when she gets tagged, she's like whatever, and she won't even like count. She'll just be like. She'll keep walking around while disabled until it flashes back on again, and then she'll go ham, but the moment she gets shot, she's like, okay.
That's how I play. I didn't know you were supposed to count.
You're not.
Whoa.
Ramona doesn't know what she's doing.
I love her!
No, normally laser tag, you get shot, you're disabled for a couple seconds, and you can do whatever you want. Usually you just go take cover. If you guys haven't been, we should all go sometime. Like, legitimately,
Laser tag
it's
is
so much
I
fun.
haven't been in a hot
It's
minute.
so much fun.
It's been a while.
It's so much
It was
fun.
like my brother's 14th birthday party.
Last time I went, people were combat rolling, so
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
you go hard.
That makes sense.
So yeah, Isaac, you have the opportunity to interact with any of the 4 you're present with. Just let me know who you'd like to interact with, and I'll set up the situation for you.
Mostly the things going through my mind right now are situations to try and create a mechanics to abuse. Because if we can head to something like I was thinking skate park, the problem is there's no like the majority of you need skateboards to do that, which we don't have. We don't have Kurt with us. So what I'm thinking is
Kurt's just a vending machine.
what I'm
Stick
thinking
metal parts in, get metal things out.
or I don't think a roller rink would have an obstacle course or anything like that. So
It's the future. They could.
okay. So I'm thinking
If you want
like,
it, we yes and it.
Ultimate roller derby. Tokyo just became an island.
I'm thinking with parkour being a possibility thing,
Absolutely. With this squad, yeah.
and taking like actual legit no superpower parkour as a movement thing. Because if there's a chance of anybody falling, I can use interpose to catch them on the way down and be coaching people. And when somebody gets tired, I can use a standard action and a hero point to remove the fatigue condition using leadership. Laying down the groundwork.
Yeah. You're gonna go ahead and demo some parkour basics for these people. Everyone gets into it, even Ramona, though she's like very timidly she's the least physically inclined of this group.
I made it up the stairs.
Yeah, Ryan is surprisingly adept at it. He seems like he's good at maneuvering his body into tight spaces. Rita is really not like good at it, but she's an athletic natural, so she picks up on it pretty quick. And Ares can fly.
Yeah.
And so he is used to 3-dimensional movement.
And then, like, after that, it's like, okay, anyone else got an idea? What do you want to do? What do you want? And continuing until literally everyone else drops from exhaustion.
Yep.
And just is like, no, we're done now.
Yep, it gets to that point. And, like, Ryan still doesn't want to say no, but he's, like, sweat through his clothes and, like, breathing super heavy. He's like...
Poor exhausted boy.
But
And-
it's only 11:30. Like, we have plenty
11:30
of time.
p.m.
Oh god, Ren is probably so jet lagged.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
You are.
You've been on adrenaline this whole time, though.
Your internal clock is messed.
Locke just brought us the ball. If someone wants to throw it.
Locke is such a good boy.
Locke's the kitty cat.
Locke is our cat who plays fetch. When he wants to play, he brings us the ball. It's adorable.
There's also another kitty cat who does none of those things we just listed.
Yeah, but we love her too. Locke, drop the ball, buddy.
Oh, he did it.
I know.
Such a good boy. But yeah, as far as those little like personality things are gonna come out, it is more of trying to facilitate camaraderie in the way that is more like what he does, which is move all the time.
Absolutely. And so, with all of our little extra roleplay wrapped up, you all return to your respective hotel rooms
Or
and
home in my case.
or home in your case, because you also live here.
Dang.
I think your family would be located in.
They're in government housing. Wherever
Yeah,
that would
they'd be in the finance sector.
Okay.
With the government housing. And you make your way back home. Your brothers are dead tired and asleep, and your parents are like, how did it go? Your mom specifically. She's asking after you.
It was good. I'm pretty sure I got in.
I'm happy for you. Because now there's 2 reasons to be here. Get some rest. You look tired.
Long day.
Next time you're out so late, give me a text.
I will.
I love you.
Love you too.
Now go to bed.
I'm on my way, Mom.
I'll tuck you in.
You don't have to.
But I want to.
But I don't want you to.
You'll sleep better when you get tucked in.
No, I don't.
I've tested it. After you fall asleep, if I tuck you in, you sleep better. I know you're growing up. Just let me tuck you in once.
Fine.
And so Mom follows you upstairs and tucks you in. Your brothers are asleep. Their toys are still scattered across the hallway of like where all your bedrooms are. And Mom's like picking them up as she goes. She's like, and look, even if you weren't super, I'd still be very proud of you.
Yeah.
We love you. And she gives you a kiss on the forehead and tucks you in. And then she grabs your old stuffed animal and puts it next to you. Good night. And she leaves the room. Yeah, what kind of animal is it?
What is it?
It's a koala.
And she leaves the room. We've got Isaac. You go back to the hotel room where you are staying. I think, would you be with your mom or dad? I think only one of them could have afforded to come out with you.
Only because of the visual descriptions given. Mom's probably the more fun one for now.
Yeah, so your mom wearing her traditional like lace shirt under black band tee with like dark denim jeans and a spiked belt. Her hair done up in like a half bun, half bangs down. She's like, how'd it go, champ?
Just exactly what I thought it would.
So you got
Just
in.
saved the day.
Yeah, you saved the day?
Was there any doubt?
No, not at all.
Of course not.
You're my hero, kid.
Yeah.
You need anything before bed? You okay?
I think I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Cool. Should I get the chains?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's how it works. But that's still a sentence.
For the audience, when Isaac is sleeping, he can't control his power and therefore has to be chained so that he doesn't cling to one axis too long and fly off in the night. Robyn and Allie, you return to your joint hotel room.
Yes.
And your mom is not present. She had to leave at the beginning of the day.
That's why we had
But the
limo
name
ride.
the name is on the room, is under your father, so you get in easily enough. And you just find another envelope on your bed specifically. You have no idea how he knew it was your bed. There's 2 beds in the room. And there's no difference.
It's probably the one that's more sunk into the ground.
Basically.
Or the one that looks slept in, because inside of one of the doorways would be what looks like a chin-up bar with boots strapped to it.
There's a red wax seal with a knuckle on the
You've
seal.
been invited to Smash. The next Smash Brothers DLC.
Don't give away my plot.
She flicks it open.
Hey, champ. Hope you're doing okay. I know your mom had to leave in a hurry, and she feels very bad about that. But I'm still supporting you from the sidelines, and so is she. I'm proud of you for applying, and I'm proud of you for getting as far as you did today. Parentheses, however far that is, but I totally know it's the end. End parentheses. Hope you're doing well. Allowance is in the account. And you eat the letter like the one before it.
Like a fortune cookie.
Hands her a glass of water.
Tastes like stevia.
Unadulterated rage!
That's why your bed's sinking.
Rebellion!
Yep.
Good night, Allie, I love you!
And I think that is the line we're going to end our session on. Thank you, whoever listens at any point, be it at the beginning, middle, end, whoever stuck through, or whoever just popped in for a little bit, or whoever's watching this after the fact. We appreciate your company. We appreciate you investing your time in us. Welcome to our table, and have an awesome night.
Bye.
Bye.